Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Tap in. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Oh, Lord have mercy. The whole team.
Good morning.
The whole team done broke down. All of a sudden, it's me and Shawny. Everybody going through something. Hey, we love our teammates. We love Sexy Mo. We love Jay Black. Jay Black's going. Kobe done grabbed Jay Black and said, "Sit your ass down." Mo got some stuff going on. We got action going through something, like we got all the people that we care about going through something. So right now, it is just me and Charlie Scott.
Yep.
God damn. God damn, it's just us, girl.
What kind of coffee and popcorn? What does Shawn say? It's coffee and popcorn time.
Yeah, I've seen that. Coffee and popcorn. What is good? Just us.
Yep, it's us. Good morning, Shawn.
Your face looks beat.
Mm-hmm.
Your face looks good.
Thank you.
I would ask you what sign you were. Like you a Pisces?
I'm a Scorpio.
God damn it, my dad's a Scorpio too. Jesus. Oh my God. We have Business Bully get on here.
Hey, Dave. Dave, I'm gonna send you the link.
And Business Bully got a whole documentary going on. I have to go there today to speak my piece on that. So shout out to Business Bully. Bring him on here and make that happen. I mean, there's so much. Antonio Brown, the football player, literally put out a statement. And now I think I might be wrong on everything I said. I might be wrong.
That's what I was saying. Okay,
but he's such an asshole. He done messed up so much. Like, you try and fight for this dude, and then you're like, well, what happened? Now, this is all based on if he's saying the absolute truth.
Okay.
If he's saying the absolute truth, and he said, basically, they shot me up in my ankle, and what they shot me up with, the NFL has told us is dangerous. Now, right there, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we didn't know about this. Then he's like, I couldn't play, didn't want to play, and he said, get out. And now I'm sitting there going like, you know how you gotta watch the wording of stuff, like, because the coach could have said sit down. Well, was he saying sit down? Like, I don't think Antonio Brown, Tom Brady was in your corner. I don't know. I'm confused. Now I'm confused. I'm totally confused if I gotta hate this white man or not. I have no idea. And Tom Brady,
league, though, I think it's the league. Because that's what I was saying. Is like he probably walked off because the league is like a big plantation. They treat those guys like that. So to hear, okay, we didn't give you this shot, in your ankle, you got this big injury cover up, but you're gonna get out here and play for us. So it benefits them too.
Yeah, but it's not a plantation when you're making.
It is a plantation. It is a plantation.
I know you.
Even though they're making millions.
LeBron James is on the plantation too.
It is. And they dangle the check and the dollars over your head to get you to do what they want you to do.
Yeah, but when you are dictating what's going on, it's not a plantation. The slaves never dictated what was going on the plantation.
He's not dictating that much.
But I mean, LeBron's dictating everything.
Mm-hmm.
He's just
the Samuel L. Jackson and Django in basketball.
Oh no!
And I love LeBron. I'm not trying to.
Magic Johnson dictated what was going on.
It's the same thing. It's the stuff that needs to change, and because the guys are only making a fraction, even though it's millions and it's way more than what we make. But if we really put it in perspective, if it was Walmart, it would be. They making about $15 an hour.
All right, that's kind of crazy because Russell Wilson is not making $15 an
I know he's not making 50, but if you put it in that, if you took it out of that arena and put it there, because they are only getting a fraction for their bodies to go through everything that they go through, for their mental to be the way that it is when they get finished. They're not taken care of like they should be for what they're doing.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But I mean, I get what you're saying. I understand.
Good
This
morning,
is-
Alea.
Good morning, girl. Good morning. So Antonio Brown has now put out this whole statement, and Shawn Robinson. Good morning, Michael Shawn and the TOLs. So that's that standard stuff. You can change the ending to your book at any time. Just remember that you are the author of your life.
Yes, this is true.
I ain't mad at you, Shawn. I ain't mad. When I see
Dave, I sent the link to Dave.
Get Dave on here, and I understand. Shout out to Shawn Robinson. I like that. I just don't agree on everything because it gets irritating. Because I want to fight for Antonio Brown. I really do. Like, I want to fight for him.
I think we should.
Yes, but he does stuff that is.
But he pushed to the edge, Mike.
No, it's not pushed to the edge. Sometimes we literally have to hold ourselves accountable and be like, Shawnee, there's a certain point where you'll be like, Mike, you really gonna walk out that comedy show like that?
Well, yeah.
You would literally grip me. You would grip me after the show, like, you gonna leave in the middle of the show? And you would grip me and pull me to the side, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, nobody, like, what are you doing?
But can you imagine how he felt?
No.
That he hurt and they're pushing him to go out there. Hey, good morning, Dave.
Good morning. What
Early
up?
Morning, Dave. What's good?
On the other way.
It's so early.
There you go. Yeah.
It's so early. There we go. All right.
And what I say about Antonio Brown is that we try and fight for him all the time. Like we always do. And I want to rock with him. Like I want to be like, no, you're right. Bruce Arians said this and that, and he made you leave the field. The fact of the matter is, it's like, dog, if your ankle was hurt, all you had to do was just say to Tom Brady, can't play.
Right.
I can't play. I can't. And he might be right. But Dave, what do you think?
I think it's like I said yesterday on Box Seats on Humor Mill. I think that he's going through a very similar situation that CM Punk, the professional wrestler, went through in WWE. He said one thing as far as how he was feeling and what was being told to him by the trainers and the doctors wasn't in his best interest. It was in the best interest of the organization. And I think his frustration just came to a head. My whole thing is, yes, Antonio Brown is an asshole. Yes, Antonio Brown has done some jacked up things. That does not preclude him from having the simple protections that are entitled to him as a human being. And
hey,
that's
Dave,
my issue.
Can you send the thing so I can put you on IG Live real quick? Go ahead.
I only brought my phone. I didn't bring my laptop.
Yeah, he's
okay,
on
so
all his
right.
phone.
Well,
Yeah.
go ahead. So keep going because I want to hear.
Good morning, Rhythm.
My bad. Ah, shoot. I'm not gonna move around. Yeah. No. So I mean, the thing of it is, I think dude is in a position where he's frustrated. He feels like his civil rights were violated, and most importantly, he doesn't feel like he's been respected as far as his health goes. Because they do, and I'm the first person, as a person that has been poor and has now done well for himself.
Right.
I will tell you, and this, Mike, having worked in at least 2 or 3 radio stations that I've worked at.
Right.
They don't care about you. And you can get yourself to a point where, you can call some shots. Like, Tom Joyner at one point could call some shots. Ricky Smiley could call some shots. That just makes you an overseer. It does not make you a master. And if my livelihood is still tied to you giving me power, authority, and finances, then
Right.
am I truly free?
Right. Yeah. No, you're right. No. Yeah. No, I mean, I can't even argue that point. So when you watch stuff like this, Dave, when you watch
Mhm.
stuff like this and you say, what are the mistakes that are being made?
Okay.
Like, what are the mistakes? Like, tell me.
From the position of the players or from the position of
Yes,
the
the
NFL?
player, the actual player, because
Morning, Kathy.
LeBron and them guys do what they do. So what are the
Right.
mistakes that go on when you're not LeBron?
Okay, when you're not LeBron, here's the things. There is it's like anything else, man. You and I are not average players, right? When it comes
Right.
to entertainment, there are people who are entertainers, yes,
Right.
smart, yes, quick, yes, but they're not going to be us. They're not going to see the opportunities that you and I get. There's a majority of people who do make it to the league,
All right.
who will never be a super duper star, right? There's
Yeah.
more of them, but the problem is they trust the players union. And I've said this before. If you remember season 2 of Making the Band, when Puff Daddy said, "I'm going to make a band," right? And
Right.
he made the band.
Yeah.
The first mistake that the band made was that they allowed Puffy to pick their manager, right? And their manager was Puffy's college roommate at Howard. Mike, I've known you 25 years.
Yeah.
And if somebody were to come to me and say, listen, Mike is going to do this, that, and the third, I'm going to be like, yo, Mike, Mike is my man. If somebody were to even say something disparaging, if it's true, I'll be like, yes, that's true, but you don't understand this man.
Right.
I'm always going to side with someone that I feel is like my brother, even if my brother and I don't always see eye to eye. It's a conflict of interest for the NFL Players Association to exist when they're literally a division of the NFL, because it's the same organization. They cannot be impartial. There needs to be an impartial union.
Yeah.
Where it's not directly tied to the NFL, so that bargaining can happen, so that beneficial situations can happen. That's mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is there is no other option. And I've always said this. You ever notice that people, whether they're men, women, non-binary, gay, straight, fluid, if they know that somebody has the option to get somebody else and that somebody else might be better, that the behavior that they exhibit starts to straighten up a little bit, if they don't want to lose you, if they actually value you. This is why for the past year, I've been saying on Box Seats, the XFL is about to be a viable option. Not because I'm a Dwayne Johnson fan, but because Dwayne Johnson does not lose from a business perspective. Terramana is not losing. His energy drink Oha isn't losing. Under Armour is like 3rd behind Nike and Adidas, which was unheard of a year ago. All of that is directly connected to Dwayne Johnson. The fact that the DC universe has movies that are going to be viable beyond Aquaman, because everything else was trash so far. Dwayne Johnson.
Not everything. I know what you're saying. There was some things I liked, but I get what you're saying.
Man of Steel was dope. Man of Steel was dope.
Yeah, that was.
But who manages Henry Cavill? Who directs his career?
I don't know.
Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. You're right.
That's all I'm saying. So this man is going to take the XFL and he's going to make it a very viable.
Well, the USFL is about to jump off. The USFL is being promoted right now.
Yeah. And I think when you have other options where people will treat them with respect and they're going to get the same type of publicity and network time and endorsements, it's a different ballgame. It's been my Colin Kaepernick argument, right? Mm-hmm. If Colin Kaepernick really just wanted to play ball, regardless of everything else that he stood for, which I respect to a certain extent, my issue becomes, why didn't you go to the XFL when Vince McMahon had it and they were on NBC and Fox and they had the endorsements because you still had your Nike deal, people would have come to you. If you didn't want to rock with Vince McMahon, you could have went to Master P. Master P had an arena football league, and the money you and Master P would have made would have been bananas.
And you're absolutely right. But Colin has made a gang of money. Like
right.
Yes.
Without grabbing a ball and taking a
yes, he's made a gang of money. All right, so Dave, trying to see here because I'm so irritated, but so irritated. No, because there's so many things. You know how so many things like irritate you, and you're like not. It's like we can't go against everything, but my thing is like, Dave, like these athletes sit here and just like really like are so passive on things. So I'm gonna ask you. Let's say I'm a quarterback for the NFL. I'm a quarterback. I'm really. How do I empower myself? Like, how do I literally go? Like, I'm not just gonna be another quarterback.
Well, there's two things. First, you have to be phenomenal. Like
yes.
You got to be phenomenal. So if you're a Russell Wilson or something.
Yes. I'm the Shawn Watson right now.
Okay, perfect. Right. So in that case, the thing of it is, no one. I tell people this all the time: pioneers get scalped, and settlers prosper.
Yes.
Okay. So somebody has to be the person. Right? Like, I know there's been situations, like yesterday we were shooting my docuseries, The Goat Herder, and I was listening to people recall situations where, like, I stood up to an owner of a radio station like, yo, you hired me to be me. I'm going to be me. Your old ass need to sit back here and make this money because that's what you hired me for.
Right.
You didn't hire me to do what Cat Daddy does. You hired me to be who I am. Right? And that's no diss to Cat Daddy. I love Cat Daddy. Yeah. What I'm saying is don't take away from my uniqueness because you're afraid of what you decided to employ. And a lot of times quarterbacks are doing things that coaches can't do, meaning they're on the field, they're reading the defense, they're looking at the receivers, and they're assessing them in real time. Not only for what they're doing while they're playing, but also what they've seen them do in training camp, what they've seen them do in practice, what they've seen them do on tape. And those split-second decisions are happening in milliseconds.
Right.
No coach, no GM, no owner can underestimate that. And until somebody says, I'm drawing a line in the sand, I have to be able to make certain plays. And by the way, you own the team. The team is yours. My person is sovereign. What has happened is there's been a mental conditioning.
Not sovereign.
Where they say,
what? Go get it. Go ahead.
There's been a mental conditioning that says, if I put on this jersey now is a representation of me being a part of being owned. As a person, my sovereignty is now null and void, and that is not true. And until everybody says, I will do what I want, as long as it's within the limits of the law, I am not harming anybody, and I am not disparaging the image of the team that I respect as my employer, you do not have the right to tell me where to go, what to do, how to say. There should never be a situation where any player should say, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Because when you remember, I can't think. I can't remember the brother's name off the top of my head because it's early.
In the interview when he went answer the questions and he kept saying, "I'm just here so I won't get fined."
Here's the thing. The problem with that
Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch. Here's why Marshawn Lynch was saying this. And I've never heard anybody on any show say this. Marshawn Lynch was saying that not because he was being difficult, not because he was being a diva, not because he was being disrespectful, but because he was mentally exhausted and he was traumatized. But we're not allowed to have trauma as Black men in sports. We are supposed to shut up and dribble, catch the ball. And listen, even when we're happy doing the things that we love, guess what they do now, Michael Shawn? They say, you're celebrating too much.
Yeah.
Really? So you just scored points. that will allow a team to move further along in the schedule. You have allowed revenue to be generated by you catching that ball or running it into the end zone, and you can't celebrate that because you're celebrating the joy of what it is you're gifted at because somebody says you're doing too much. I'm sorry. What did you hire me for? Is not my joy sovereign? Is my expression of my happiness not sovereign? I'm not saying you pull down your tights and start, showing off your cup. I'm not even saying that you take popcorn like Chad Ochocinco and, pour it in your helmet.
Popcorn time.
I'm just saying, like, can't we express ourselves? Even if it's, I'm just here so I don't get fined, meaning I'm having a cry for help. And nobody in the NFL, either the players, the GMs, the front office, or the owners have said mental health is important. But we know that 93% of NFL players, when they die, have CTE, and you can't test for CTE until someone dies. But 93% is a way too high number to be taking somebody's sovereignty while they live. That's like sending somebody off to war and saying that they can't hug their children when they come back.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's a problem. And until such time as they're ready to say no more, we're not doing this, we're not going to take it. We want an actual union. We want respect. We want to be able to control who we speak with. Donald Trump, who I do not like as a person, but I respect immensely as a man, simply because he would say, no, I'm not going to let you answer questions. No, I'm not letting you come in here because you are not favorable. Floyd Mayweather did the same thing when he told that old man who's never stepped foot in a boxing ring, yo, you always got something to say to me. You always, you're always coming after me. You don't like me. Because the truth of the matter is, that interviewer comes from an age where boxers were not promoters, where boxers didn't get 60 cents off a hot dog at the MGM Grand, whether they fought or not. Right. They don't like our creativity. They don't like it when we find loopholes. They don't like it when we make a way. And that's our problem. And until such time as we stop allowing them to make us feel like we're not valuable and we actually have a voice, it's going to continue to happen.
Okay, so we have to do this. What you just said was amazing, and I can agree, disagree. Excuse me. So now I want to ask you, what are I'm going to ask you personal questions right now. What are decisions you made that were wrong?
Wow.
When did you make a wrong decision? Because you're successful. You're successful.
Yes.
But when? What were like the one or two things that you did that you were like, you know what, I fucked up?
And I was talking about this the other day with Rudy Rush. Yesterday with Rudy Rush. I got put in a corner when I was at Radio One, and shout out to the wonderful people at Radio One. I'm just telling the truth, and if anybody doesn't like it, they can feel free to sue me, and I will produce documents to prove.
Hey, Roxilly, what up?
And I will probably sue them for millions.
Go ahead.
What happened was Ricky Smiley was doing things that the company did not like, did not approve of. It was causing the company's headache up until the point where the United States Secret Service had started to come to the radio station.
For Ricky Smiley?
Yes.
The United
States Secret Service, because he said, I want somebody to kill Barbara Bush.
Oh, he said that. Oh, okay.
On
go
the
ahead.
air,
Go ahead. Yeah,
live.
go ahead. Go.
So anyway and anyhow, that's just
Barbara
one
Bush,
of many
Barbara
things.
Bush was gonna die regardless.
Hey, we don't
all
need
you gotta
them.
do is say,
Look.
They died. Like
I know, but hey.
So imagine being his executive producer. So now corporate is coming to me and they're saying, you have to get your friend under control. And at this point, I loved Ricky Smiley like I love you, Mike. There wasn't anything I wouldn't do. There's not any lengths I wouldn't go.
I swear to God, you better love me more than Ricky Smiley. Like
I know, and I'm I can't be included in the sentence. Dang, like I'm just not even sitting here.
Shawn, I love you. You're a fellow Scorpio, so you
go ahead. Well,
anyway, so ownership,
he loved Ricky Smiley same way he loved me. What the fuck? No, go ahead.
At the time, not now.
No, I know.
Everybody important in the company, as far as management went, sat me in a room and they said, you either get him under control or at the Obama inauguration. The rest of you guys are good. And at that time, the show was Ricky Smiley and These Nuts. We changed it later, but he said at the inauguration, it'll be.
Wait a second. Ricky Smiley at a certain point was Ricky Smiley and These Nuts.
Absolutely,
Yes.
Ricky Smiley Morning
You don't
Show and
remember
These
that?
Nuts.
Ricky, yeah.
No, I wasn't out here.
Yeah, we had
These
billboards
nuts?
with Ricky holding. We had
Holding
billboards
nuts.
with Ricky holding nuts.
Nuts,
Yeah,
yeah.
What type of
absolutely.
what?
Mhm. These
Yeah,
nuts
so-
was a popular phrase then. So
No, I know These Nuts, but you a grown ass man talking about Ricky Smiley and These Nuts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we were the nuts.
I
Because we
can't
were
see
crazy.
the whole thing.
Get the
That's how
fuck
hard
out of
it is.
here. Like,
Yeah, I'm
no,
gonna
we're
read it
not.
when I get off of here.
Oh, wow. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So anyway, they said it's gonna. I said so. They said you'll come. You'll fly into DC, and in the inauguration, it'll be D.L. Hughley and These Nuts, or Cedric the Entertainer and These Nuts, or
What?
wait, or Rudy Rush and These Nuts. So
Who wants to have a show called Michael Shawn and These Nuts? Like,
It was popping at the time, though,
No,
Mike.
we beat
These
Cat
Nuts,
104
but
with
It was popping at the
But
time.
y'all gotta understand, These Nuts was These Nuts clowning you. Like when I said These Nuts, we were clowning you.
Right, but it
Right.
was the
But we were
nuts
clowning
on
the
the morning
audience.
show. Yeah,
we were the
that
nuts
was-
because we were clowning
yeah.
people. We would prank phone call people.
Yeah.
We run up on people's jobs. Like it was a
crazy.
madhouse. We had a ball,
Mhm.
you know. And anyway and anyhow, I'm stuck because I can't. At this point, I say I can't go to Ricky and tell him, "Yo, they're looking to fire you, bro. I need you to do this, right?" And I can't go to corporate and be like, "Ricky's got your money in his top drawer because he'll make $40,000 a night. So the money you're giving him is play money that he's got 10 checks he ain't even cash from you." So I'm literally stuck in the middle. And what I should have done was sit Ricky down and be like, "Yo, bro, they're trying to replace you, right?" And I toyed with it for a minute, and I said, "Let me just check this out." So I called somebody who I knew was close to DL and found out that, yes, they had, in fact, called DL. Then I called Eric, who was Cedric the Entertainer's manager. I don't know if he is or not anymore, but Eric was like, "No, we got a call." And I said, "Oh, okay, well, they could just be doing that for idle threats." Then I called Rudy Rush, who's like a brother to me, and I say, "Rudy, what's going on?" He was like, "Yo, it's funny." He was like, "I was about to call you because they was asking me how I got along with Ebony." And at that point, you ever just have a moment in your life where you're like, "Oh, shit, we're fucked." So now, while that's going on, management is telling Ricky, "Oh, well, Taz, me, is doing all of these things, and you know he doesn't really have your best interest at heart, and he's too young, and it's that and the third." So they're filling him with one thing and not telling him that they're actively looking to get rid of him.
Right.
And if I had told him what had happened, there's a chance, probably not, but there's a chance that we could have presented a more united front. But I was so scared of my friend losing his job that I was trying to protect him because he didn't do corporate. Corporate was not his thing. Right? It's not particularly my thing, but I'm a lot better at it than he is. And that was
You're
one
talking about
mistake.
Ricky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Ricky was not.
He kind of did fine.
I mean,
he did
eventually
great.
after a while.
Eventually,
but in the beginning, listen.
I don't think
We
y'all
can
realize
talk
what it
all
was.
we want in the beginning, but he did fine.
No, he did fine. I'm not saying that he didn't. But what y'all don't understand is laying that foundation. Again, pioneers get scalped, settlers prosper.
Yeah.
I got scalped in building that foundation. And, you know, it took, like, after me, there were 7 other producers. Before me, there were 5. You know what I'm saying? There has been a good 14 iterations of that show with different cast members. So it took a lot to get what that is now to where it is. Nobody was calling that man a radio legend until I did. Nobody was saying that he was a superstar until I put that in the lexicon. Nobody was putting together demos to get him to stations that were laughing at him until we started showing numbers and getting on the front page of Media Takeout until I started putting those things in place. So when we talk about a foundational situation, you can't ignore the foundation and say, "Oh, the building is phenomenal now," because it still rests on the foundation. And that was one mistake. The other mistake I think that I've made, just as a businessman outside of radio, is I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm very blunt.
For real?
And
You're what?
yeah,
You're what?
Hey,
yo,
I'm
fuck
very
you.
blunt.
What you say? You're blunt? What?
I'm blunt.
For real?
I'm very blunt.
Oh,
I'm
I
very
didn't know
blunt.
that.
No.
Wait a minute.
No.
I didn't know that.
No.
I know it's hard to believe, but it's true.
Oh.
And,
Did you know that, Mike?
No, I had no idea. So,
Oh. No, shock.
No.
But the thing of it is,
actually, I thought he was shy. I thought he was shy.
well, I am. But I've learned that certain people
let's go.
can't
Let's get it.
deal. Certain people cannot deal with being told brutal honesty.
Like what?
And
like
so
what?
I've had that idea is horrendous. It's not going to work. You really should rethink this. Your writing is trash. It's not a good idea to put smoke machines up when you're trying to sell a nutritional supplement, like you're doing some type of skateboard video, because nobody can see the product. That was not a smart move. Where were you when you were thought that
Who put the smoke machine up? Who put the smoke machine up?
I had a client that was extremely sensitive. I thought he was a man, but apparently he was a very sensitive man.
Lord.
And
He's going all the way in. He going all the way in this morning.
He had these smoke machines.
Yeah.
Right in the video, and he's smoking. Right. One was purple and one was green, and he's dancing around. And I've shown this to marketing people. I've shown this to lawyers. I've shown this to people that I feel are incredibly intelligent, and they're like, I don't know what he's selling. I don't get it. And
so what was he selling?
$10,000 on a commercial that I did not authorize, that my people did not shoot, that we did not storyboard. He was selling energy shots that boost your immune system. It's a phenomenal product. He's still broke to this day, and I'm in litigation with him, but that's a whole nother hour show. But what I did not realize is there's certain people.
What the fuck? Go ahead. Continue.
There's certain people who need a certain amount of, I'm not going to call it coddling, but they need a certain amount of care when having news delivered to them that's less than favorable. And so I've put people in place to handle that. I've been working with my therapist on different ways to broach and approach situations. I'm still me, and I'm still going to shoot you straight, but I don't always have to destroy the house in order to kill the fly that's bothering me in my living room.
Hey Dave, there's no way you can get on IG Live. No way.
I don't have another device.
Yeah.
No. So disappointed. It's so funny.
I'm sorry.
On IG, y'all gotta jump on YouTube or Facebook and watch it through Media Room TV 360.
But I love Dave's stories. I love that I have stories like that in the comedy world. But I love the fact that you literally will say these stories and put the whole thing out there.
Yeah, because I want to tell you something, Mike. That's the third mistake I made, and I shut up. I let other people control my narrative because I was afraid that if I said something, it was going to ruin other opportunities. So I allow people to think that I was the troublemaker. I allow people to think that I was the problem. I allow people to say these horrible things. Right?
But Dave, real quick. Who decided that you were the troublemaker? Like, listen, I'm not trying to stand up today. I'm not trying to stand up. I've never known you. All you did was work really hard. Like I've never known you to be a troublemaker in that. So who was the person that put that whole thing out there for you?
Oh, there were a few. But I will say this.
Say their name.
All right. I mean, because I'm dropping a documentary, so we're gonna say names anyway. Bobby J. Jr. in Fayetteville, North Carolina, who was upset that I was doing afternoons, and he got out of his morning show gig because he was replaced by Russ Parr. And when I pulled a 43 share, so imagine there's a pie for late people.
Because I got a 23 share, and I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, so I got a 43 share in Fayetteville, North Carolina, right? When I got that 43 share, means that 43% of the people, 12 plus, were listening to me in afternoons, for people who don't understand. Yep. He tried to say that I was a troublemaker and I was trying to get people to rebel. The truth of the matter was she was moonlighting as a sheriff, in
He
Fayetteville.
was what? Whoa.
The sheriff was on the
He was
radio.
moonlighting like what?
As a sheriff's deputy in Fayetteville,
wait.
North Carolina.
Wow.
And he was
And
using
he was
the
on the
sheriff's
radio?
deputy. So okay, sheriff's
he
deputy.
was using the radio
Okay.
station's resources to create stings for people with
Okay.
outstanding warrants. Which is illegal because it's entrapment. And I was like, you
Yeah.
can't do that. I'm the son of a cop. He didn't like that. I told him he couldn't do it. He also didn't like the fact that he said I was going to fail miserably. And then 2 weeks later, when the ratings came out and I set a Foxy 99 record that has not been broken since in 22 years,
Mm-hmm.
he had egg on his face. So then when his morning show, which was garbage, got replaced, he started telling people, and his father was in New York. So his father was in New York. He was like, yeah, this Taz kid is no good. He's a troublemaker. So that's one, right? You know,
Don't give all the documentary away though.
No,
this documentary.
It's like 2 hours. Like he's giving
don't
bits
give
and
it all away,
pieces.
but he giving the juicy stuff away.
No, he's not.
No,
he's not. This is lightweight.
Fayetteville, North Carolina is the tip of the iceberg.
I mean, well, I
I'm
know.
not even going to talk about the Dallas stuff.
Okay,
I will say that
before you go too far.
Oh my God!
I will say that. I will say that. Radio 1 in Dallas and K104 in Dallas had a really strong hand of cementing the Taz is a troublemaker narrative. But my whole thing was, no, I'm not going to go out and cheat on my wife. No, I'm not going to drink in the middle of the afternoon. No, I'm not going to sit around the radio station all day when I'm still trying to get the lay of the land, meet people, do speaking engagements in the name of these particular radio stations. I wasn't the go along to get along guy when it came to doing things that I felt were morally wrong. So, after a while, when you start saying, hey, this isn't right, or, let's say a radio station owner buys a now defunct website and tries to revitalize it and didn't realize that the numbers that he was given were remunerated, because they had dead people in their numbers. And I told him it was going to fail miserably. Troublemaker, I guess, because, business being what business is, shades of the business bully were starting to emerge in 07, 08.
Wow. Amazing. This is going to be so, I'm proud of you. This is going to be so dope. Like, this is going to be this whole situation is going to be so dope. And, God damn. Business Billy, will the Cowboys win a playoff game?
Yes.
Will they move on to the NFC championship game?
Absolutely.
You asking him this like he Dexter.
Wait a second. You said the Cowboys are going to the NFC championship?
I believe so. I think it's a strong possibility, and I'll tell you why. The Eagles, for example, whom I love. I love the Eagles. They've got 12 people on the COVID list. Like, I don't think it's going to happen for them. Who else is in playoff contention in the NFC?
They will not make. They will win one game, and they will not be San Francisco. They will not be Green Bay. They will not be Tampa Bay.
You don't think the Cowboys are going to make it to the NFC Championship?
I will bet. All right, not anything.
Bet what? Because I want to bet with you.
I will bet. I'm trying to think of the bet. The correct bet. The bet is
$300.
Okay. No.
Whoa.
No. Because you don't want that problem. Because the Cowboys
want that problem.
Yeah, the Cowboys have never facilitated anything in the last 20 years. So you don't want to bet that. But my bet is whoever wins gets their dinner wherever they want.
Okay.
Simple.
I'll take that.
Just a simple bet.
They don't have to win the NFC Championship. They just got to
make it.
They won't make it.
They got to make it. So if they make it, then that's dinner wherever I want.
I'll pay for you and Dave.
Wherever.
Now, here's the problem with this bet, right? Michael Shawn knows that my stomach is literally this big because I've had a sleep.
No, but I'm on a diet too. I'm not.
I'm not.
Shawn is like steak 48.
No, I'm saying a steak for everybody. Like you know, we're not going to kill each other for it.
No.
But I promise you, the Cowboys are not making it to the NFC Championship game. Promise. They might not make it out the first round. Dak has been looking suspect for real.
Oh, come on.
Like,
can you hear
Dak Prescott,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Dak Prescott has been
I
looking
can't hear
suspect for. Oh, yeah. Okay.
We can hear you though.
Check.
All right. So,
Dak will get it together.
you know,
They have to have a bad
come back.
game.
but he's never got.
They have to get cussed out by the fans, and then they get it. Then they get back on track. That's what they do.
Yeah, funny. Do we have anything to talk about? What we got, Shawnee?
You know what?
What?
Well, we
What?
talked about Dave's thing. You're coming tonight, so you can tape your part. But you know, I watch TikTok. I watch TikTok like people watch TV.
I do the same thing. The kids do
And-
the same thing. Yeah.
And it's like,
I watch it all day.
and it's crazy because when I realized that that's what I do, you know, I get into bed and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch TV, but I have my phone and I sit there and watch TikTok. There is this sound on there that it's
say
this
it.
song
Don't say it.
that's talking about
Yo.
all these people. Somebody got shot and da 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 da.
Yeah.
So listen, this is not funny. This is not funny. This is so sad. But when they say Corbin, the Corbin guy, that's a real person, and he really got kidnapped and killed, and his mom was on the news talking about the song and how disrespectful she thought it was.
Yeah, the TikTok thing. Yeah, real talk.
I was like, oh my God. And we really making sounds to this. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, play the song. Stop playing.
I was like, oh,
because we ignorant as fuck.
God.
But the song be popping. Go ahead.
Yeah. I have to remember it is terrible. Let me see if I saved it.
How is terrible you did a TikTok to it?
I didn't do a TikTok to it.
No, you did. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. Because
did you do a Reels to it?
No, I didn't do a TikTok to it. I didn't save it.
Watch
I thought
this.
I saved it.
David,
I didn't save it.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm waiting for this.
No, you know the song.
Yeah, I didn't save it.
And people are doing it with their kids. They're doing these TikToks with their kids that
so somebody was killed to this sound?
Yes. And they're like,
not to the sound, but somebody in the sound was really killed.
It's amazing because we're actually doing TikToks where our kids are cursing and we're cool with it.
Yeah, because Mikey, I had to tell them, y'all better clean y'all TikToks, so don't you be doing nothing. They go, well, we didn't say it. We didn't say it. No.
Oh my God. There's a guest. Sorry, real quick. There's a guest you got to have. I got to find her information. She has this book called Till Death Do You Tweet. And it talks about how your internet
Good morning, Miss Community
will follow you everywhere. You know, so she goes all out to the schools and tells people, I think her name is Stephanie, I can't call off the top of my head, but she, you know, she talks about how like your TikToks and things of that nature, you know, it's cute right now, but you know.
But Dave, this is exactly what we're talking about. If you hear the song, Shawnee, please, you gotta grab it.
Let me try to find it.
You gotta grab it.
What's the name of the song? If I could know
the name. My God, I can't even think of the name.
Somebody got shot. This is awful.
Somebody got shot. Shot. And then so-and-so got shot. And then so-and-so got shot. And oh my God, what's the name of this goddamn song? It's the most.
Are you talking about the one that they used to do the
Yes.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. Such and such got shot. Ooh. Yeah. I've seen
and parents are doing this with their kids. Like parents are doing this song with their kids.
Yeah.
It's the most amazing, like disrespectful, like.
Oh, here it is. I think I found it.
Let's go.
Maybe I didn't find it. It's a couple of them up here. It's not the one that I saw, but here, it's a couple of them where they explain who Corbin is, and I'm like, oh my God, this is awful. This is terrible.
If you don't play this video.
Okay, let's see.
He was right. The police are now beginning an investigation into the murder of a teen who, until last week, was a missing person. Corbin Johnson was last seen alive in July of last year. Then last Friday, a man discovered the victim's skeletal remains in a wooded area of northwest Jacksonville off Utsey Road.
Corbin got kidnapped. They found his bones. He was right.
The police are now.
Yeah, so that's like really him. That's really like him for real.
So wait, did the guy who made the song? Was he involved in it, or is he just reporting the news?
No, the guy who made the song is really saying his story, and then we got parents doing the song with the kids going like, "So and so got shot, and so and so got shot, and then so," and they're joking on TikTok.
But cool. I don't think they know. Like, because last night, yes, I've heard it. And
Shawnee, do you understand?
I didn't.
The fact that do you understand the fact that we're singing a song about people getting shot, and we're doing it with our kids? So and so got shot, and so got shot, and we're like, oh, and they're cursing at the same time. Your parents ain't shit.
Here's the thing. We're the first generation who grew up with hip hop, who have children who are growing up with hip hop. Now, I also contend that Snoop Dogg made a song called Murder Was the Case, and we were all singing it before Snoop had a murder case.
But my mom wasn't singing it with me.
Right, because your mom didn't grow up with hip hop.
No, but I understand, but I grew up with hip hop. With hip hop. I'm not singing songs about killing kids with Amani Akela and Autumn.
No,
ain't nobody ever grew up with hip hop the way I did. I'm from the Bronx. I was literally
here's one with the parent doing it with the kid. This is what they're doing.
Watch this shit.
Please. Niggas playing hard, but he really soft. Prosper got shot. Take got shot. Desi got dropped. Damn. Nate got popped. Damn. Leaky got shot. What the hell? Bad face hot. Okay. Corbin got kidnapped. They found his bones. He was right. Corbin. Niggas playing hard.
Yeah, so that's the parents do it with their kids like this. So the kid is telling them.
Why would you sing about a homicide with your fucking kids?
Well, they probably didn't think it was real.
They know it's real.
I mean, now we know it's real, but
now we know it's real.
I mean, I wouldn't do it with my daughters.
How about this? How about this? How about if a song says she put a dick in her mouth and then she put it in her mouth again, and then the dick out of her mouth, and then the dick out of her mouth.
Well, some parents would do that with their kids.
That's what I'm talking about. And now you're like, he shot this person, they died. He shot this person, they died. Shot this, and we got grown fathers with their girls singing this shit. No, not you, of course.
Hell no.
It's the bullshit I'm talking about.
But we've allowed this to happen slowly over time. We've allowed this normalization and this burgeoning friendship between fathers and daughters, mothers and sons, fathers and sons, mothers and daughters to permeate the thing, because it's cool to not discipline your kids now. It is cool. Like I was joking with Shawnee, but I was so proud to see it yesterday when we were shooting. I was like, yo, you be momming hard. And she was like, no, they got to know. Hard. Somebody come to my house. Do you see him? Can you speak to him? Like, it was literally, I was thrilled and kind of turned on at the same time. I was like,
oh you talking about last night.
She over here momming. She was not playing. No, You see Rudy Rashi here? You come say hello. You tell him what you do. How many sports you play? What them instruments for? I'm not gonna speak for you now, because when you need money, you have to call these people your damn self. You call them now. I'm not gonna call them.
That's right.
And that's what you do. You got to raise your daughters to have a voice and be okay with speaking. You know, like it's such an old school way of raising your kids, and I love that, because listen, my kids will tell you. You know, I'm very old school, Shawnee, and on top of that, I told my oldest the truth. Every parent, including mine, and I think my parents did a phenomenal job. I mean, you can't argue with results. However, every parent fucks their kid up. Every parent. I ain't met a parent yet who hasn't fucked their kid up. Even Jesus Christ got jacked up by his parent. Let that sink in.
Mm-hmm.
Every parent does some type of psychological damage to your kid. Everyone. Me, Mike, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll get in therapy and you'll get over it, but you have to understand that parents are adults who do not have a manual on how to raise you. We're trying to do better than what we had done with us. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to jack you up. But what I will not do is be your friend. I'm not your friend yet. I'm not going to be your friend until you can buy toilet paper in a house that does not have my name on it as the lease cosigner or the person who's paying your mortgage. Until that happens, I'm Deborah Cox and RL ahead. We can't be friends.
We can't be friends.
And
Mike,
I totally understand what you're saying. Like, I get it, because I've said this. I have this in my routine. I said you gotta understand, like, no matter as a parent, your best intentions are trying to teach your kids principles that are going to be played out 15 years later. So whatever I say to you right now is how I grew up. And then 15 years later, as you grow up, you're going to be like, you are absolutely wrong. Mm-hmm. Everything my dad told me about being in a committed relationship and what women's place were in life was absolutely wrong. Not because he didn't love me. My dad loved me. But in 1978, 1980, 1985, women were supposed to be put in this position. And then when I grew up, I realized he was absolutely wrong.
Of course he was.
Of course. And that's just the process. That's why I always tell parents, your kids are supposed to always question everything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like grandmas always want to be like, kids should just do as I say. No, bitch, they shouldn't. No. Because if they do as you say, they're going to be fucked up for the rest of their lives.
You know, the only time I will ever tell my children, because I'm lucky, I have an adult and I have an actual goober, right? The only time I will tell my children, do as I say, is something when it pertains to business. Just because that
or safety. Or safety.
Yeah. Other than that, figure it out. Bump your head. I'm okay. But like when it comes to doing certain things, like you're not going to have an argument with me on what it takes to make a successful broadcast. You're not going to have an argument with me on what it takes to hit a stage. You're not going to have an argument with me on how to present yourself and be successful.
But Dave, I will challenge you and push back on that.
Sure.
This is the reason why I tell kids and I tell my kids, always question everything.
Amen.
Because everything changes. Everything changes.
Hey, check it out.
Well, what are you talking
Hi,
about?
Peter North. Do y'all know who Peter North is?
Yeah, he's a porno star.
He say he watching and he and his wife love us.
Whoa. Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you, Peter North.
Thank you.
That's not really Peter North. There's no way that's really Peter North.
That can't be Peter North.
I refuse to believe that's Peter
You want to come on the show, Peter North?
If Peter North come on this show, we're going viral.
We can send you the link.
Send the link right now. Send the goddamn link right now, Peter North.
Peter, you gonna come on the show?
The fact that we know who Peter North is so crazy. I don't
know who Peter North is though. Like if he popped on here and it wasn't him,
I bet you if he pops on here right now, you'll remember him for the rest of your life.
He says, let's see. So you gonna come on, Peter? He said, let's just say I can shoot a bird off a tree branch nude. Can he do that?
Yes.
That might be.
Okay, here's the link, Peter North. It's gonna pop up on all of them.
So how would Peter North be watching us? That's
because he up and he needs
Peter North has never had a problem being up.
Yeah, his whole life has been up.
If it's up, then it's stuck. That's if it's up and it's stuck as a person. It's Peter North.
Yo, there's like two other porn stars that because we never had like Hispanics and black people never had like real porn stars. So we had to grow up on.
Y'all had Mr. Marcus, like
you're right.
But that's the early 2000s. Us growing up, it was Peter North, Ron Jeremy, and
Ron Jeremy sloppy ass.
I know that name, Ron Jeremy. Is that the man that did the Hustler thing?
He's in jail right
now.
No.
Ron Jeremy. You're thinking of because Woody Harrelson played him in the movie. Ron Jeremy was a porn star, but he was a 70s and 80s porn star.
Yeah.
He had a body worse than mine. He had a big old mustache. He was balding up here. His hair
And he's
was
in
long.
jail. He's in jail right now. Yeah.
He in jail.
Yeah.
Tam wants to know what you snacking on, Dave.
Oh, I'm being completely horrible. I just had some chips from last night. Not chips, not potato chips, but like corn chips. Just because, I needed something to get some of this protein in. Pause.
Oh, he says he has an older phone.
But I'll sub.
What does that mean?
That means he can't
What's
get
the
on,
sub?
but he'll subscribe to the YouTube channel is what he's saying.
Oh, okay. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Come on.
Yeah,
we would love that.
We would love share it with your friends. Tell all your friends.
And we would love to know the industry, porn industry. That'd be a great documentary right now.
From the golden age of porn.
Yes, the golden age when it was VHS and stuff like that. That would be amazing.
My 2005 porn run is not anything like what porn is now.
Marcus was a great co-star.
He said Marcus was a great co-star. What the fuck do we have going on here?
Peter North.
These are legendary porn stars. Like Mr. Marcus, like legendary. Wow.
I did not know Peter North and Mr. Marcus did a porn together.
Oh,
Shawnee
really I guess I got to watch porn. I'm sorry, Mr. Marcus. I mean, Mr. Peter North.
Mr. Peter North.
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Like,
I don't.
On the low, we don't quite like two legendary porn stars. That is amazing.
Okay. All righty.
Wow. Maybe I shouldn't have watched porn that much. Look, Kelly, my parents say they not. My friend, what do you mean they're not your friend?
My parents say they're not my friends. They're my parents. My mom and I have more of an open conversation. My dad and I. So back to the being friends, because Sheree said something up here. She says she's her kids' friends. Her mom and her weren't friends, and she wasn't comfortable talking to her. Her kids understand the boundaries and are comfortable coming to both her and Basil to talk about things because we are friends. But I know Sheree and Basil. Sheree is a mama.
No, you're
I've never understood. And I got 3 girls. I've never understood not being friends. like my parents and my parents' parents were always anti being friends. And I never, like to this day, I don't get it. I'm not your friend. Why wouldn't you want to be your kid's friend?
No, I'm not my kid's
here's
friend.
The thing. How can you raise somebody who's your peer? Friends are peers.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
I'm your parent.
Because it's an automatic hierarchy. I'm responsible for taking care of you and making you a productive member of society. My job is not done until I have done that. Then we can broach the conversation about being friends. I can have an open door policy with you. Dave. I can listen with you, but I have to raise you.
Dave, if my dad would have actually been my friend when my best friend got killed, and would have been my friend, and would have really been able to talk to me, it would have changed a lot in my life. Like when the word friend, we underestimating what friend is. Friend is when I'm going through something, I can literally come to you. Friend is no matter what happens, I can ask you a question, even when nobody thinks I should ask that question. Like parents really think, like, I'm not going to be your friend. I'm going to be your parent. Well, guess what? Parents ain't shit unless you're a friend. Unless that child can talk to you and be like, I'm so comfortable with you that I can really say, I'm in trouble right now.
We have a code word. The girls, we did this a long time ago. I told them if it's something that you need to come talk to me about, because they be like, you don't listen when I'm trying to tell you something and this is bothering me. I said, okay, well, from now, this is some years ago, I said, when you got to talk to me about something that you know I'm gonna be a parent on, then you need to say, Mom, listen, we got to have a conversation and I need you to listen. And so when they do that, I know, okay, let me cut that off and listen to what they're saying.
I do that with my oldest too, and I'll be like, "Listen, is this a situation where you want feedback?" And she'll be like, "No, I just need to vent to you. I just need you to understand me." Like when I tell you, Mike, I love my kids.
But Dave, do you know what you just said? What you just said was being a friend. What you just said. You said no matter Mike. You said no matter what you're telling me, I'm willing to listen.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do. Yeah,
and that because that's being a friend.
Here's what I mean, right? When I raised my oldest daughter, I explained to her who she was, right? I told her she was beautiful, she was smart, she was capable, but I also told her that she's like Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is indeed a part of the United States. Washington, D.C. has a voice. Washington, D.C., however, is not a state. Therefore, it does not get a vote.
Right.
I want you to be able to express yourself. I want you to be able to feel like you can say whatever you want to say. But because I am responsible for you in a very real, tangible sense, and you are not responsible for your actions, and what you do can affect me and you in irreparable ways, I cannot, with your limited experience, allow you to be in charge of your life at 12. But I do want you to feel that you are heard and you are respected as an individual, because I feel like you have to learn some lessons. And my mom did not listen. It was real. What I say goes. My father was in the military. My stepfather was in the military. They both fought in the Korean War. I came from a very military brat background. So I understand, do as I say, you will eat now and taste it later. You got 15 minutes to shit, shower, and shave. I'm not on that. I want you to feel like you can be heard, but understand that the buck stops with me because it has to. Because if you go out here and do something, they're going to hold me responsible. You're not going to go to jail. Child Protective Services is not going to take, oh, Dory is my friend, as a proper defense to why I let her go out here freewheeling and drinking. But I do think support is important. I do think listening is important. I think you have friendship qualities, but you cannot be a peer with your child until your child is at a point where you can no longer raise them.
Yeah.
But no, I'm with you, Mike. The aspects of friendship being open, extremely important.
Let me tell you something. I mean, I agree in certain parts that you say, but I don't agree. And I've been with the hammer down. Like I was raised with I was raised with the hammer down. It fucked me up. Yep. And I know my daughters now. I'm like, talk to me. I'm not the end all be all. Because honestly, I'm not the end all be all, and I'm not right. I'm not absolute right. So
but
that's
why. I gotta ask you this, Mike. I gotta ask you this.
Go ahead.
Like, I've seen your daughters. They're beautiful girls. How scared are you?
I've been blessed that I'm not scared, but I've been blessed that my daughters have literally come to me and they know they can come to me and be like, Dad, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened, this was going on, this was going on. And they know I'll be like, I just listened. Because I know my parents were wrong. My parents, when I was in that same situation, my parents were literally wrong.
Right.
And that's why I say I listen to Amani, Akela, and Autumn, and I go like, okay, tell me what's going on. And I tell them, we're gonna talk this out, because I don't know if I'm right with what I'm about to say, but we're gonna have this conversation, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
but I was more referring to the fact that you know good and hell well you were a debaucherous son of a bitch. I was a debaucherous son of a bitch right with you. Now, because I have daughters.
And I tell my daughters that.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, I feel like the reason that you and I wound up with being girl dads is because we were horrible in our youth. You know what I'm saying? We did things that, you know, I mean, we're all permissible, but you know,
the most blessing, the biggest blessing in the world was having 3 daughters.
Amen.
Because I could literally give them the game plan and give them the situation and be like, this is what dudes do. Like, I love what women say. Oh my God, you had girls? Oh my God, that is your God. Karma came back to you. And I sit there and go like, bitch, karma came back to give me 3 beautiful girls. Mm-hmm. No, you just mad. You're mad because I ran through chicks and now I got 3 beautiful girls. Like, stop. Like, I love
right,
what
but my point is there's somebody who wants to run through your chick, through your daughter.
Yeah, and my job is to give them the guidelines. I'm the Bob Knight of it. I can be like, yo, this is what I'm the coach.
You coaching.
I'm like, yo, this is what could happen. And you might fall in love with some dude that plays you. But I'm literally there. I'm there.
But I'm here.
But I love women who say, oh my God, karma gave you 3 beautiful girls. Bitch, if you don't shut up.
You want to watch your audience go crazy, Mike? You want to watch your audience go crazy? I'm about to ask you a question.
Go.
How much did you date your daughters?
What do you mean? Like,
yeah, that's important. Yeah,
no,
he did.
Let me break this down to you. When my oldest turned about 13 years old,
right?
I went and got myself a brand new outfit. I went to the florist, not the supermarket. I went to the florist and got her. I handpicked 12 long stem red roses.
Mm-hmm.
I told her I would pick her up at 6 and be ready. And I took her to a very fine restaurant. And then, we went to the movies and I talked to her about, after we went to the movies, we went and got ice cream. And I talked to her about how important it was to be treated like a lady, right? And I said,
right,
I'm telling you right now, and this is before I made any serious money, right? This is maybe 2-3 years after retirement. I said, I'm telling you right now, we're going to be rich. And I don't want anybody's money being the reason why you make romantic decisions. Right. I said, because your father can get you whatever you want.
Exactly.
And so I want you to understand that when you go out, if you want to order, a $60 filet mignon, knock yourself out. You want the lobster tail with that, knock yourself out. I don't care. Yeah. Because it's important that you value yourself beyond things and beyond money. Oh, you want jewelry? No problem. I'll get you whatever you want. I will never have you out here thinking that is the thing that is going to keep you. If the man can't hold a conversation, if he does not, my daughters don't know what it feels like to turn a doorknob. Watch my 6-year-old and ask her to open it. She don't know how to do it. Right. She's never touched a doorknob. Because she understands that there's a standard. You're her first love. You are your daughter's first love. Mm-hmm. And that relationship is so critical. If you're not dating your daughter, she won't know what a date looks like. And she won't know what a date's not supposed to look like. You've got to date your daughters. And I think that's one of the most crucial.
Uh-oh.
It just means that
I'm not dating my daughters, but I'm not dating my daughters.
I'm not dating them.
I'm not dating my daughters. But I will give them
the being their friend.
No, but I will be their friend, and I will let them know what dating is about.
But that is important because I have.
But I get what you're saying, Dave. I get what you're saying.
I don't literally mean like romance.
Yeah, not romance, but they need. It's a difference, and I can teach my daughters.
I'm dating my daughters, and he's platonic friends with them.
No, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Dave.
I can teach them so much as a woman, but without them having the man there to show them X, Y, and Z, like my daughter's gonna go out there confused because they're only getting one perspective. The dad is not here doing like what Dave said, even though that was said in the beginning that I'm gonna take. When Carla was born, I'm gonna do this with her. And so, but even with their little boyfriends they pick now, like the little stuff that goes on now, I can see it. And again, as a mom, as another woman telling another little woman something is different. If it came from a dude, from a guy, from a man that cared about them, telling them, hey, you got to watch out for X, Y, and Z. This is the way it should be. Because it, me saying it just comes to, oh, that's just mine. She old. And that's what they used to do back then.
But I wholeheartedly blame you for that, Shawnee Scott, and I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Bink, there's a Dave, there's an Action, there's a Michael Shawn. There's plenty of surrogates that you can turn to have those conversations and give them those types of examples.
But Dave, Shawnee does come to us like that.
Right. So then what's she talking about?
No.
It's different because like you said.
Because as men, we don't want to overstep our bound. Like Shawnee's in a real touchy situation.
Right.
Because if I speak my mind, this is how I feel. And this is how I feel with people like Shawnee and Sexy Mo. If I speak my mind, that means I gotta be there the entire time. That means if I say something, if I tell them little girls who are beautiful, if I say something and I go like, Shawnee, we not doing this. And I say that means now I'm saying, Shawnee, I'm going to be there and I'm going to be in this interaction. I'm going to be there. Like these little girls are about to be my problem. And these little
and more
boys,
importantly, you saying it to them.
Yes, I'm saying it to them. And I never give a false promise.
That's true.
Like I'm going, like literally all of a sudden when I say that, I'm literally staying in Shawnee's on her couch.
Right.
On some real shit. Like I'm like, okay, these little boys ain't gonna be around here or whatever. So I get what Shawnee's going through because there has to be a man that's just gonna be like, I'm here. And I might slap the shit out of somebody for no reason. And those little girls are amazing. They're amazing.
To their defense, like Bink, Action, they step up. Jay Black will call the school if something is wrong.
Right.
But I get that because I'm protective of them too because they've had so much disappointment. So, but it really needs to come from their dad because, like you said, that's their first love. Their dad.
Exactly. Yeah.
It don't matter what he do, they still love their daddy.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course. Yeah.
And they're looking for that void to be filled. So if, like Mike said, if he stepped in and did that, then that would be everything because now they gonna cling to him.
Right.
So okay, well he care about me. They know I care about them, but it's still it's
a different thing.
Yeah,
so
it's
David,
different.
If you have boys, should they date their mother? Absolutely, because their mother has to show them, how to treat a lady, not just any female. Right? My mom did a phenomenal job when it came to my brother and I as to showing, what you should do when it comes to being with a woman. Like as far as I remember my 7th birthday, I woke up, it was a Sunday morning. And my mom said, "Happy birthday. Today's the day I show you how to be a husband." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And she took me right. Yeah.
At 7?
My mother was a very biblically principled individual. You train a child in a way that they should go, and when as an adult, they won't depart from that. So I learned how to cook. I learned all of these things that I think, help out in my marriage to this day, from a foundational standpoint. And, my mother taught me about opening doors and
Dave, Dave, let me ask you this, and please tell me if I'm being intrusive.
Not at all.
Was there something that you missed? Like, do you feel like there was something you were shortchanged being as a kid?
Yeah. I didn't have a normal childhood because, I wanted to be an entertainer. And my mother was really big on if you start something, you finish it.
Right.
And so I didn't have a lot of, I learned socialization in college. I wasn't around I was always around adults. I was always around people older than me. I was around you and Tony and me and a phenomenal amount of people who were respectfully much older than I was.
No,
I was
yeah,
a 19-year-old kid.
No, yeah, you were.
With 30 and 35-year-olds, right? So my perspective was 30 and 35 at 19, but that had been my case when I was 9, because I was doing radio at 9. I was doing TV at 13. I was always on somebody's set. I went to regular school, and then I would go do auditions, go do a commercial. So I missed out on being normal,
being a kid.
Yeah, there is no normal. There's no normal.
Right, but what I mean is, I didn't, I wasn't good at stickball or, all those types of things. And I mean, we tried to do certain things. I missed out on. I wasn't Michael Jackson bad, but I feel like I missed out on formative things that would have helped me.
Some playful things, playful things, like we missed out on kid shit.
Yeah, we missed out on kid shit.
Like we missed out, we missed out on kid shit where we were really like. I had some kid stuff that went on, and then my life just sped up, and it was like, okay, it went from being like, let's play jacks and marbles, and then next thing you know,
oh, you play jacks?
Yeah, I play jacks.
Man, what? I found some jacks yesterday because I was cleaning up.
You don't want this smoke.
You don't want
jacks. You have jacks.
I found some.
Don't say that, because we will take this shit. I will put it in my docuseries. I will bust your ass.
You really found jacks?
I found some. Yeah, I was going through some of the boxes, and I was like, "Look at these jacks! Oh my god!"
You know what's so funny? And it's gonna sound so crazy off the wall, and it might just come off from left field. Shawnee is like the sweetest person, and the sweetest. Like, when I mean, like, I wish I would have met Shawnee when I was like 10 years old.
No, you want me.
No, I know. Shut up, Shawnee. Just ride.
Go with the damn
just
story.
Ride with the fucking shit. Just ride with the shit.
Why you always gotta be the one? Well, actually,
because
that's the problem with Shawnee, though. That's the problem with her. She was the kid that if a substitute teacher was there, she'd be like, "Oh wait, you didn't give us homework. Shut your ass."
No. But in reality, Shawnee is the kindest person ever in life. Like, Shawnee
Shirt off
is
your
the
back kind.
Like, Shawnee's Shawnee can be like, "Oh, you're fucking up." But Shawnee is. I'm telling you, we need to have these games. We need to have these games like marbles and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why Media Room. I don't know why Media Room 360 TV has not done a grown-up game night.
I hear you, Dave.
Yeah, you always hear. I don't need you to hear me. I need you to listen.
Do it. You are an attacker, Dave. Go get it. Go. No, Dave. Go get it. You are an attacker.
I don't think y'all understand. I love Shawnee in the way that, you want your sister to be protected and cared for. And when you see, like, a brother can see his sister and say that she's beautiful. A brother can see his sister and see the potential that is potentially being wasted. And you want so much for them, but you can't live you can't live it for them. And sometimes when Shawnee will come at me with a problem, and I'm like, yo, you got this, you got that, you got this, you got that. What are you doing? Well, yeah, it's, and then what had happened was, like, yo, I'm telling you, I'd be this close, Mike.
No,
I'd be this close to just.
That's between y'all.
He do be that close too. He be ready to grab on and be like, "Girl."
That's between y'all.
Because, like, I keep telling her, if I had what she had, I'd be a billionaire. Like, and that's all facts. It's no cap. But I'm not afraid to go after it. I'm not afraid to demand my worth, which is why it's so important for fathers to raise their daughters with standards. That's not gold digging. That's saying that if you can't meet me where I am or above, we have nothing to talk about.
Thank you, Tam.
I agree.
Tam, yeah.
Listen.
But no, I'm thinking
and happy birthday,
adult game night, man. Like, I feel like
adult game night.
Adult game night. And I'm not just talking spades. I'm talking jacks, marbles, checkers, twister.
Marbles? Y'all don't want
spades would be kind of hot though.
No, you never play marbles with a Puerto Rican. You never play marbles with a Puerto Rican. Y'all, no.
Yeah. Mark?
No, because y'all was born with y'all marbles outside y'all head. No,
Oh,
sir.
Lord.
I've got
Y'all
my
want
ass
the smoke? Y'all don't want
Puerto
the
Ricans
smoke?
playing marbles, dog. No, I do not. You're right. I don't want that smoke. Not with marbles.
Y'all don't
Now,
want
Jax,
that
I
in
will
the
fuck you
streets.
up.
Actually, I will fuck you up in Jax too.
Nigga, tonight she got Jax. You coming to shoot the docu?
No, I got tensies off the door. I got tensies.
Right.
Tensies off the door. I'm tensies off the door.
I hear you.
Off the door.
Off the door, tensie. That means I got the whole scoop.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like bounce, whole scoop.
Yes, exactly. Run the Bronx. What do you want me to do? All right.
All right.
Let's take a break.
Dex is here too.
And Dex is here too.
Yeah.
All right, don't go nowhere. Don't go. No, everybody stay right there because I want answers for a lot of things. All right, Michael Shawn, Takeover Legends. Take a 3-minute break. We'll come right back. Yeah, y'all.
What's going on, everybody? This is J. Marie Poetry, and the best part of my morning starts with Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Dirty word to prove. Peace.
It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. When did a 13-year-old become a central 13? He's 13.
If you can do it for 13
Jay, shut
16,
the fuck up.
18, 21. It's just certain like those.
Jay Black. Shawnee Scott is a single mom. Why would she have that pressure to do a 13-year-old motherfucking birthday?
Because she want her child to have something she couldn't have. She want her child
financially
to do better or have experiences that she didn't get the
Jay Black,
experience.
shut your corny ass up. Jay Black.
Right.
She is a struggling. She's a struggling. This woman is by herself. This woman is by herself.
And you can want to do for your kids.
Jay Black, are you going to help her, Jay?
That's if it
Are
came
you
down
gonna
to
help
it,
her?
If she said,
Jay Black, are you going to
Jay
help her?
send some money.
I wasn't bringing that up. I wasn't.
You sent a few $100. Cute.
Cute. What I'm saying is, if she was like, yo, I really want to do this for my child, I'm a little short, why wouldn't I help a friend out?
And how much you send, son? How much you send?
I don't care if it's $1, if it's $1,000. It don't really matter. If a friend needs help trying to do something special for their child and you can support and help them, go for it.
Dog, this is what kills me. They're 13. You're not supposed to. She's not supposed to go through what she's doing right now for a 13-year-old birthday party.
There's the person that rented out the whole hall, had the whole thing decked out,
what I was making?
had the chair, the whole kit and caboodle.
Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it.
You did it all.
Dude, I was making a gang of money. Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you
Baby,
laugh.
tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Legends. Good morning. Oh my God. Wow.
Hey.
When I watched that, oh my God. Like Shawnee, I'm so embarrassed.
Why?
Oh my God. We was going all the way in. Jesus. Oh,
have you seen this show before, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. Wow.
I've literally had fans. I've literally had fans DM me and be like, "You've known him a long time. Is he okay? Why is he always so angry?" And I'm like, "Yo, this is the sweetest guy. Like, y'all don't understand."
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Kind.
But you know what it is? And shout to Jay Black because he's not feeling well right now. And you know, we want Jay Black to be all good. Jay Black knows exactly how to irritate me. He knows exactly how to get under. Listen, when we do the show, I'm like, I know Jay Black is about to get under my skin. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to let him. Then he says something, and I go like, I'm not gonna let him. No, I'm not. And then he gets me every time. And oh my God, Dex, what's good, Dex?
Hey, good morning, everybody. How's it going? Good to be
All
here.
right, y'all.
I have been
okay
waiting
this
for this
morning?
for so long.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm nice. I'm all right.
Okay, because your energy feel different.
Does it?
He's chilling.
Yeah.
No, well,
Yeah,
I was waiting. I was waiting for a minute, so I'm just, I was just on pause.
You cool? Okay.
I'm really good, for real. Yeah, good to be
All
here
right,
as
so
always.
let's get to it. You know what it is, Dex. All he wants is your date of birth and give us a real question. Don't give us
Don't be asking.
Don't like what's
Love life.
2023 gonna be like? Like let's get to it. Dave, you got something for
Are you on
Dex?
Instagram? Are you on Instagram today?
I'm going back over there. Yeah.
Oh, let me get you on here.
Yeah.
And I want Dave to actually have. I want Dave. We're gonna really have Dave's birthday, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me get Shawnee on here.
Okay.
Let me get Shawnee on it.
I have been waiting on this. I'm so excited right now to do it.
Because
Wow,
Dave got things that he wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, and somebody said, "Stace, thank you." I am kind of super nice. I know I lose my
No,
mind
he
sometimes.
really is. Like
Really
I've known
are,
this man
yeah.
since I was a teenager. He is super nice. Does he have ways about him? Yes, so do I.
Oh,
But-
Dave, don't do that.
And so do I. Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I will tell people all the time, like, even when I don't agree with him, even when he pisses me off, like, I love this man because of his heart. He's a good, kind, patient, understanding man, and y'all don't get to see that side of him.
Mhm.
Thank you for that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Y'all need to go watch his one man show on YouTube if you haven't. It will give you a better insight of who this man is in totality.
He has another
People kept
special
asking.
coming too. Mike has a special coming out too.
Don't nobody call me and told me nothing, but that's all right.
Wow.
He
For
got a
those of y'all who
special
asked
coming
about
out.
the shirts, they're dropping today at 12 noon Eastern. The Block Honda shirts, they'll be at thebullyverse.com. So if you go to thebullyverse.com or click that, if you click
I
the link
love
in my
that shirt.
bio.
I'm going.
Yeah, I know you don't know me, Dexter, but I did my DNA test, and it turns out that I'm from a small village in Africa called
Shut up.
Blakanda.
Just shut the fuck up. Stop.
I'm
Don't do this.
We might be cousins.
Don't do this. Why are you doing this?
I got you,
I'm
Mike.
taking the mantle of Black Panther. So
Yeah,
I'm repatriating everybody to Black Honda when you start talking shit. So you go to Black Honda
Oh my God.
forever.
Let me get you on here.
I'm definitely
we
here
can't get
for it.
Dave. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your question, Dave? What's your
All right, so my birth, you need month and date, or you need month, date, year?
Just
month,
day
date,
is fine.
yeah.
Okay, November 19th.
And question.
And my question is, how is my career going to go in 2022?
So one of the things that I see showing up for you, first of all, my guide is being very adamant about this. Some kind of book. Have you already written a book? There's something coming
21.
later on this fall. You wrote a book last year?
I write a book every year. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm writing one right now.
Yeah, so I don't know why this fall is being emphasized as far as October is concerned, but there seems to be some new avenues that you seem to be taking with it this year. Give me a moment. Okay. Yeah, I'm also seeing. Is your book usually in hard? There's like some hard copy that's going on shelves. That's what my guide is showing me.
Oh, word. Yeah, I usually do ebooks, and I do some hard copies, like like the books that I know are going to be big. I do hard copies, but yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of shelf stuff, so that's dope. I'll take that.
It's coming. In fact, this fall seems to come. I don't know if it's the idea or the opportunity, but you have the chariot car sitting over top of you, so it's mandatory that you go to the next level with that. And then also too, yeah, especially there's a movement happening because you're right on the cusp of Sagittarius right now. You're just being asked to go bigger this year, and I think you're probably already feeling that, especially in terms of teaching.
I have this one question.
Wow.
No, I do have this.
Actually, next year I'm seeing you working.
Yes, motherfucker. Yeah.
Of education. You seem to be like, I don't know if you're a special guest or you take on some kind of a teaching job next year.
Yo, nobody knows this. On Monday, I start teaching as an adjunct professor at Temple University.
Yeah, it's going to grow.
Okay, can I ask you, Dex? There's a weird question.
Congratulations.
And I don't know how to put this, but I'm just gonna say it. If there's somebody who really, really, really is interested in Shawn.
Oh my God!
No.
He's always interested in you. He's an advocate for your love life, Shawn.
No, I swear. No, I really do swear. There's something that's going on. Is there somebody who really? I don't know why. Because first of all, Shawnee's a great person. Is there somebody that's literally lingering in the area?
Yeah, there's like two people who seem to be interested in her, but she seems very unapproachable and for whatever reason intimidating to these individuals. So it's kind of like, it's actually, I don't even think she knows them. It's like they want to meet you. It's people that you've seen in your day to day, and you just seem kind of unapproachable. Perhaps you just
they just got to approach. That's all.
Yo, no, I don't think you realize how you come off though, Boo Boo Cakes.
I come off.
You come off like you ain't got time to get your cheeks clapped. You don't have time for coffee. You know, you don't have time for dinner. It's just like everything for you. Like you come off literally. If task oriented was a person, or I ain't got time for your bullshit, even if it's not bullshit, it's bullshit to me. Was a person.
Shawnee,
that's you.
Shawnee, let me let you know something. If I was not in my situation, I'd be laying on your wait, like left.
Hold on.
Right here. I laying right there. But there is somebody I know because Shawnee is too. She's like that.
Ain't
Please
in the DMs. Nobody
throw some cards.
So what do you? I mean, is there a follow-up question to that one?
Because I know there's a dude that wants to be with her so passionately.
Who?
I don't know.
Where
we not the psychic. Why are you asking us where he at? Ask the psychic.
Y'all know something I don't know.
Yes, because you're a beautiful woman and you're super kind. And I'm just saying, there's somebody that might be lingering on some old.
Well, who is it, Dex?
I've said it before. There's somebody coming in March. You guys keep trying to speed up the clock, but these things they move how they're going to move. You know.
But Dex, when you see something, right? And does it just keep coming up to March for her? Like is every time, like without fail, is it always March?
So you mean like is every time they ask the same question, do I see March?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I always send it back up. You know, I want to reiterate. I'm getting this information from a guide, so I always send it back up when the question's asked, and I keep getting the same answer. It's the same when like loved ones come through. Sometimes they push. They like say, "I already told you." So
you know what the amazing thing about Shawnee is? Like I've never taken a picture and hugged somebody, and it felt so like it's nice. Like she has a real nice feel about her.
Her aura is incredible.
Yes.
You ever hug Shawnee and you realize you done held on like a second too long?
Yes.
Because I'm comfortable with y'all.
It's not a sexual thing. It's so
it's not a sexual thing. Yes.
You don't even know that I was gonna say it. It's so like I hugged her last night. I was like, yo, thank you so much for everything. I love you. And I hugged her and it was like, yo, this is safety. It is warmth. It is peaceful. Like I want you to find love so bad that you can't even put your feet on the ground. Like, because I feel like you're an incredible person and I don't give praise easy, but like for real. I feel like you're not open to it.
Go ahead, Shawnee. Go.
So, and then we got two questions here. Do you ever get tired? Like, do you ever wake up one day and be like, "Oh, I don't feel like doing these readings"?
Yes. Yes. Listen.
Where did y'all find this man?
Listen. I'm not gonna hold you. There are people. There are sometimes, and this is interesting. And I'm glad you asked that question because there are times that sometimes people book like an hour session, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I don't know, where I'm going to muster up the conversation for an hour. And it always works out, but just kind of like sometimes I need a push.
That's it. I'll be so sick of your bitches.
I love my clients. I love my
but
clients.
Your prices are too low because if your prices were higher, you wouldn't mind the hour.
No, the price. Actually, the prices are. I just raised my price. My prices are equivalent to me, like what I'm comfortable with. But it's still because energetically, it takes so much. It takes a lot of energy. After I finish with you guys for the hour on Thursdays, I don't really talk for a while.
Okay, Dex.
I have to recharge.
I'm gonna put my life out there right now for you. March 2nd. Did I miss a relationship?
Ooh.
Wow, that's an interesting.
Yeah, wait.
Ain't you engaged?
Now you got to work.
No. Because I'm asking. I'm just gonna ask. I'm gonna put my whole life out there.
Yeah,
the whole life.
So when you say,
because I love Stacey more than anything in the world, but I'm putting it out there.
Did you like when you say miss? Because that's a delicate question to answer. So I want to make sure I'm clear. When you say miss a relationship, what do you mean? Did you miss an opportunity to be with somebody else?
Yeah.
Meaning you should you be with somebody else? I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it.
I don't believe I should be with somebody else, but did I do anything?
Yeah, no. You can't miss you can't miss a relationship. You can't miss an opportunity. Things go in cycles. So the person you're supposed to be with, that you're with right now, is because that's where you are in terms of your evolution. So there's no other person for this moment in time right now. If you missed an opportunity and learned from it, meaning if you look back on something and say, "Damn, I could have played that differently," that's what led you to Stacey. Does that make sense?
Yes, but now Shawnee. Did Shawnee miss?
Wait a minute.
Wait. I give up myself for this show. Because I know where I'm at. Did Shawnee?
Long way around to get to the punchline. I love it.
Exactly. Thank you. Did Shawnee miss somebody on her stubbornness? Did she miss somebody?
No,
I give up my life for this show.
My guide is saying that she's unloaded some losers in her time. So no.
Well, yeah.
But we know that. But did she miss? Did Shawnee miss? Did she miss somebody off of her whatever?
Not that I received. No.
I don't believe it.
Right? No, and I'm seeing this four swords showing up here. Like this is where we kind of get discernment and know what is for us and what's not for us. So what other people might see as her kind of sitting on the sidelines or have taken herself out of the running is really her recognizing that she'll know when it's time to move forward with somebody. So that's
right.
It may not add up to other people's timeline. A lot of people are relationship oriented. Our society pushes us in that way, but that's not what I see for her.
All right, there was one statement.
There's a lot of questions in Instagram I'm seeing.
Yeah. Go get him. But there was one on the before Mark.
You want me to?
But go ahead.
Well, yeah, she didn't put her birthday or anything. So if you want a reading, you got to put your birthday and the question.
Yeah, KJ Wilkerson is saying, "How is dating looking in terms of the person I'm dating?" And this and KJ Wilkerson is 9/18. That's Virgo. Give me a moment. Oh, okay. This is going toward. Wow, y'all moving pretty quickly from what I'm seeing here. You look at this. It's number 8. But I saw that before. You guys are moving in together soon. Jesus.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. And I don't know that you guys have known each other 6 months yet. So my recommendation, while Venus is going backward in Capricorn for all Virgos right now, is to wait until after the 29th to start like trying to put things in place. If you're having those conversations, that's totally okay. But I would just wait because Mercury's about to go backward. It just things could get messy if you are too quick.
What do you mean Mercury's about to go backward?
Yeah, so Mercury is just the planet that represents kind of how we think, and when it starts to go backward, it indicates hindsight is clearer to us than forward movement. So if you try to push forward in a number of different, projects, etc., while Mercury's going backward, it's likely that you'll fumble. There'll be information that's not available because you really were supposed to go get things off the back burner instead of trying to start new projects. It's okay to go back and get what you lost or left behind or put on the back burner, but it's not really okay to start new endeavors because you're not thinking clearly.
So when somebody asks you about a kid, like I want to have a kid at a certain time, and they give you their birthday, like that's a lot of pressure, right?
It can be, and in both the hats that I wear,
How about if I want to have a son? How about if I want to have a son? Right.
Well, are you going to have a son? Is that the question? March 2nd, will Mike Shawn have a son?
So how attacked, you know, so this is good. I feel like it's relevant for me to ask.
Are you able to? Are you shooting? Are you shooting?
No,
with a full
no.
load?
Real talk. I can get a squirrel pregnant at this point.
Damn.
All right, go ahead.
That's a lot of nuts.
Michael Shawn and these nuts.
How about this? All right. I'm gonna ask a question. So maybe I can have a son. Like, could that happen?
March 2nd, will Mike Shawn have a son?
Damn, she went right into the microphone.
He could if he wanted to. I don't see that it's like on the horizon. I don't necessarily see a soul lining up to come through, but if he wanted to, he could. This number 7 of Wands showing upside down and saying that's not a decision that he's made seriously just yet. So
wow.
So yeah, and your partner is taking precautions because I don't think your partner's interested in that. What I see here.
Stacey, get on the show.
Wow.
Let's find out right now.
So there's one on Instagram if I can grab it.
Go get it. Go get it. Yeah, go
Tanisha,
get it.
12. I'm thinking about divorcing my husband. I feel very unsettled in my relationship. I'm not sure if we meet eye to eye anymore, and I'm tired, y'all. All right, this is Gemini, June 17th. That's on the cusp of Cancer. Yeah, I'm definitely sorry for kind of how you're experiencing. And the question was, I'm thinking about it. So, okay. All right. So you're curious about the nature of the relationship is what I'm seeing here. Give me a moment. You know, you guys have really stopped talking. It's almost like sharing a space with somebody that you kind of come into the kitchen and say, God, you're still here. I don't think you like each other anymore. And while Venus is moving backward in Capricorn, we have to be honest in our relationships about what's working and what's not working. And also kind of if there's a future. I think you stopped seeing the future. The future as far as your husband is concerned. And this is turned upside down. So all you're seeing now is flaws. You guys have an opportunity to shift that. If you don't shift it by August, because this Ace of Cups is showing up here, if you don't shift it by August, something's going to come in and break up your relationship. And I think that something ends up being another person. But not for you. I think there's a third party that comes into the relationship. So the bottom line is, as we move forward, these are choices you guys are both making. The lack of dialogue, the lack of discourse, the lack of liking each other, but still sharing space. The relationship is dying, and neither one of you are ready to either revive it or go to the funeral. So there's something, the universe will put things in our place to shatter it, right? Because our spirit is saying there's time for some change. And you either effect the change on your own or the universe affects it for you. So if, I would say have a dialogue with your partner. See, maybe your husband's on the same page about divorce, right? Maybe you guys can end it amicably before it turns messy, because I'm seeing it headed that way. You have until August. Ooh, I feel like, have you ever seen Clash of the Titans, the Oracle?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Damn. Just delivering the bad news. He was like, you have until August.
Well, but that's good. It's actually good news. It's good news because you have power. You have the right to decide which path you're going to take.
I like that better just trying to find out who Shawnee's into.
it was lighter there. That was a lighter question.
Damn. Jesus.
Well, you got Mark, August 3rd. There are a lot of changes at my job. Should I stay through the change or should I move on?
Oh, boy.
I'm seeing you staying at least through May. I think that you are giving yourself some kind of a timeline. Let me see if I can stick it out. Let me see if I can hang on at least through May. Yeah, in June, I think you make a decision to try and take a leap, to be honest.
Wow.
But I think you try to hold on at least till May, which is cool, right? There's a lot of things happening between now and then.
All right, so I want to ask this question for Dave, because Dave, give him your birthday again. Give me your birthday.
November 19th.
Okay. Has Dave is No. I mean, no. This is my dude. Is Dave, is he too intense?
Too intense? What do you mean?
Yeah, too intense.
I'm a bit blunt, Dex. I'm a bit blunt. No,
he's very he has the kindest heart. But do you think if you flip them cards Is he a bit too intense? Is he a bit too intense?
I don't think that he's intense, right? We see Metal showing up here, right? He's sharp, right? He's incisive.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
And I feel like there is a difference between being nice and a difference between being clear. So I think that he's clear. You know where he stands, and you perhaps know what perspective. And also, he doesn't seem to want to be oppressive. Look at the elephant here. It's kind of like it's respecting.
What does that mean? Not to be oppressive.
Well, his intention is not to give information. He only is giving information if you ask for it. So
yeah, because he hurts my feelings constantly.
He'll watch you. If you want to fumble, he's not going to waste energy following you down the rabbit hole. But if he's ready to pick yourself up, he's prepared for that conversation.
I swear to God, I've never had a conversation with this dude. I'm so scared of him right now.
That's true.
I can't stop.
No, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Before the show ends, I want to ask you two questions, Dex, because there's two things I really want to know.
Sure.
When it comes to my family, like I want to make sure my relationship with my wife and my daughter stays strong. What do you see?
I think for whatever reason, there can be a dynamic in your household sometimes where you might feel left out of things. And I think perhaps watching your delivery from, we can get into autopilot with people we live with. And so I just feel like staying awake to how we might be on autopilot can make sure that the door remains open. I feel like that's the only blind spot in your household that you might be visited by internally from time to time, that you might not feel like everything's being made plain for you. Like you have to either ferret it out or wait till information comes down the pipe. But being more open and a little bit softer in the home space, I think will allow the door to be open for people to,
Dave, does that make sense to you?
It's 100% spot on. I think sometimes,
look at that.
Like I'm scared of this dude. Like,
Dex is on point.
I'm the most skeptical son of a bitch in the world, but no, he's
but in the house, do you feel like when you're like being a leader of the household, do you feel like what he said was right?
Yeah, no, I think sometimes I need to be a little bit more open, and sometimes I can kind of go on autopilot because I've got 1,000,001 things I'm trying to get done. I've got businesses to run and things of that nature, and then shooting this docuseries.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll save my next question for later.
You got Jamal real time on. It went away. I can't see it no more.
I found somebody on Instagram.
Yeah,
Jamal real time.
And Dave, keep that question because I want you to ask that question. Okay, go ahead.
So Rochelle Bush, 55, January 23rd. That's Aquarius. I had a procedure this week, and I'm waiting on the results. Should I be worried? No. Why worry when you can pray? They asked for the results,
Jamal,
so I'm not going to.
Your question. I lost it. I'm sorry.
Kelly J. Me too. Did y'all want to read that?
Will my health issues get better this year, and will my surgeries be approved this year?
Yolanda, don't be scared.
So for the question that was just asked.
Yes.
Yeah, there's light at the end of the tunnel, but it doesn't come until like September. By that time, you're so super grateful. There's a revitalization with regard to your relationship with your body. I didn't turn over any cards, but if you need a card, this hangman here says you just have to surrender to this wave right now, but it's almost over.
And did he answer Kelly J's question?
Yeah, that was Kelly J's question.
Okay. Right,
this is Lushayla.
I've never seen her.
Now she's new. This is the one.
Yeah, I dropped the live into like 20 groups.
Okay, no. Oh, and the birthday's the same birthday as me, March 2nd.
No, her birthday.
June 29th.
Her birthday is June 29th. Can I have a relationship reading with me and Brandon? His birthday is March 2nd.
He's a Pisces.
That's June 29th. That's Cancer and Pisces. So
you ain't had to take that deep breath, goddamn it! You didn't take a deep breath. He went. You took a deep.
Well, I was trying to calculate something.
This ain't good.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared,
Lushayla.
So,
Lushayla.
One of the things that I'm seeing here is there's a resolution. I'm seeing a friend zone situation for y'all.
Oh my God!
The judgment card indicates there's some resolution, and I'm feeling something that's soft and welcoming. It doesn't have this like heightened kind of passion, etc. And also, I don't think he's focused on you. I hate to say that.
He's just not
I
that
see
into
him.
you.
He seems to be running towards.
But can they have sex? Can they have sex?
Oh my God!
I don't think it's not going to be. It's not going to be.
That's what really counts.
It's not going to be hot and spicy. It's going to be.
It's not going to be hot.
It's very vanilla.
No,
it's not going to be hot and spicy.
It feels real vanilla. Don't force it, my love. We're coming toward the end of winter. Winter is a time of letting things flow, right? Spring, if you follow the agricultural calendar, is February 1st. There's a new burst coming forward. There's somebody else coming for you in June.
Wow.
Okay, here's Jamal on Instagram. October 26th. I have 2 individuals pursuing me at the moment, but I'm not sure if I'm really interested in either. Both have great qualities. Is either of the 2 for me?
And what was the name? What was the name?
Real time.
Oh, Jamal got 2 dudes?
No, I don't know. He just said 2
individuals.
individuals.
Go.
Two human beings.
I don't care. Like whatever.
I don't know.
Like I don't care. Like
maybe Jamal wants a rainbow connection.
Yeah, I don't care. Like it's whatever. I just want to know.
So the bottom line is, I think you answered your own question that you're not sure if you're interested in either one of them. That indicates they're not plucking at your heartstrings, right? I mean, the interesting thing when somebody wakes us up is that it kind of comes on and we kind of feel it. If you're searching for an angle, and it looks like you're searching for some angle, right? This Knight of Pentacles upside down, saying that perhaps partnership has been a part of your prayer, showing up in your prayer closet, but it doesn't mean that everybody that comes forward, you have to like jump at. You can't miss an opportunity. So if these aren't for you, the only thing you could do here is to get in a relationship that later on you have to break off, because this Moon card is saying that your internal emotions, if you listen to your heart, says these aren't the 2 people you're interested in. You're just not into them. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm just not that into them. So let them know now.
To not force.
But the fact that you got 2 of anything sweating you, that's a
and don't waste your time, Jamal. Just go ahead and let them know that
Jamal, play that game. Jamal, play that game.
Let them know that they can go on.
I don't care if it's vaginas or penises. Play that game, homie. Go ahead.
Move. Let them know, Jamal, that you're not interested.
I'm definitely an advocate of kind of letting things flow. Like if nobody's made like a declaration, you don't necessarily have to do a public service announcement.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but he can't drag them on either. He know that they interested in him. He know they interested.
Why you mad, Shawn?
I'm not mad. I'm just saying.
You're speaking real passionately right now, though.
Why you mad, Shawn?
Let them know.
Let him live his life. Let him live his life.
Because they may play a different. They may be able to play a different role in his life than the one.
Exactly. Tell him, Dex.
I'm not against going out with somebody, having a good time, and knowing full well, that I'm never going to.
What you want me to do?
Yeah,
I'm popular in this bitch. What you want me to do?
He knows that they're interested in him in a certain way, so he don't have to be rude about it. But he can they can still be friends. But he just needs to make it clear that, listen, boo boo, you just it's not.
No, both of y'all are just boo boo.
It's not.
I think you can make it clear without saying, never contact me again. I do believe
right. Absolutely. Yeah, they could be friends.
You could just be like, what? Right now, I'm just kind of,
You know what I love about
Dex?
Relaxing. You know what I love about Dex? Dex ain't shit either. Like Dex. Dex be right. Dex be just like me.
I clean up the conversation so much on this live because it's a lot, wide audience. But when I talk to my friends, it's different.
It's different.
There's no filter.
He'd be like this. You see this fucking 3 of dogs? You see this shit?
Don't go that far
down. You dumb son of a bitch!
No, don't go. No.
I can't.
It was another one on IG.
819.
Lost your question about your mom. She wanted to know if there was foul play around her mom. So if you could just put your question back up there with your date of birth.
Or does she need to put her mom's date of birth or her date of birth?
No, she could just put her date of birth in the question is fine.
Okay.
I didn't see the question.
Yeah, it's done
rolled up a little bit. But Ashley wants to know 819, what's going to be going on financially for me in 2022?
Financially in 2022.
And don't let Dave say anything because Dave ruins everything. He ruins it. You're a ruiner.
You seem to be funneling your money into some kind of investment, and this seems to happen between March and April. This Hermit card here saying you seem to be scheming behind the closed doors, not in a good way. Like you seem to have some kind of a plan about moving forward. You're funneling a lot of money. My God, I'm just seeing all this money kind of going into some kind of a project. I'm not able to see what type of institution this is, but it's coming between March and April. Give me a second. Let me just give you a bit of an outcome. All right, this ends up being a bit of a blessing in disguise. I do think that you should go a little bit slow initially while Venus is going backward in Capricorn. I do think you get burned at first, but I don't think that it is a bad investment. It ends up like leading you to something else. So I would be conservative with investments that you're thinking about between March and April. Also, this is a volatile year coming up for money because it's the year of the water tiger. So you'll notice a lot of businesses are merging. A lot of businesses will be closing. A lot of new endeavors or industries will be kind of coming up. Also, too, everybody who's entrepreneurial is going to have to strike while the iron is hot. Tigers move very quickly. So you have to recognize when something is before you and take the opportunity so you don't miss it. Just FYI.
All right, go ahead, Shawnee. Keep reading.
All right, here's Yolanda.
It's a savings plan as well. It's gonna.
Wait, real quick.
Yolanda.
Hold on, Shawnee, because I want you to read the rest of them. Dave, what do you want to say? Because you're shutting your mouth.
He had some seasoning to add to.
Dave,
he's 100% right. A lot of y'all miss out on opportunities, not because you're not qualified, not because you're not prepared, but because you're too afraid to strike when it's right in front of you. You want to ponder the possibilities. I don't need cards and a guy to tell you that. He's 100% right. Y'all got to move and worry about whether or not it's perfect later.
Right.
Now I'm going back to shutting up.
No, that's
it was totally on brand. It was relevant.
Shut up, Dave. Fuck you. Sorry.
Okay. Yolinda, I think her name is Yolinda from IG.
B7.
November 30th was there foul play around her mom's death.
Oh shit!
Wow. This show gets so heavy so quick.
Right. It
like out of nowhere, Dave. Out of nowhere.
I will say that there seemed to be some violence involved for sure.
Oh shit!
There's another person involved in this. There's some violence there for sure. It doesn't look like it included a weapon. It looks like it was hands-on though.
Oh,
from what I'm seeing here.
I'm sorry.
So I'm definitely sorry, for your loss for sure.
Right, Shawnee, go ahead.
Angel of NY 111. Will my health get better?
I got asked by a TV network one time if I was interested in working with detectives to solve cold cases. And I turned it down because I don't think people understand what those images look like when you get them.
I watched Law and Order. I know what they look like.
I don't even watch First 48. I watch Law and Order. Now, Law and Order I do watch. SVU. Right. But I don't watch First 48. And
it's too much, right?
There be bodies and blood all over the place.
If you're a clairsentient, you can have a bodily experience that just makes you ever seen something that made your skin crawl?
Yeah,
you can have that experience. It's because you're communing with whatever you're looking at. Like it's starting to
have. So do you physically feel it?
Sometimes, yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's a job for another psychic.
Wait.
My God.
So real talk.
Yeah.
In situations like that, you physically feel the whole thing, like for real.
So, all right, here's what happens. So, if you've ever watched TV at one point and then found yourself what you need to do later, then you've noticed yourself going into a trance. Everybody's done that, right? Been in one place thinking about what you have to do later, right?
Right.
So you kind of go somewhere else. When I'm watching those shows, I can feel the door opening. If that makes sense.
That makes total sense.
That's how I shut it very quickly. So I turn the channel. I don't watch it because I can feel it opening. As soon as when we watch TV, we go into a trance. They call it vegging out, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You're tuned into either the story or you're thinking about something else. But it gets your body out of the way so your mind is free to your spirit can travel. I don't watch certain shows because of that.
But I thought I was crazy, but I'm the same way. There's certain things I cannot watch because it'll take me there. That's incredible. Yes, you have a heightened level
of and Dave, I'm saying the same exact thing. I know there's certain things I shouldn't listen to, certain music that opens my mind up to something different, and that's amazing that you said that. Like you actually confirmed things. That's crazy. Yes. All right. Yeah. Shawnee, what we got next?
Angel of NY 111. Will my health get better?
Wow.
Angel of NY 111. Will my health get better? Let's see. Boom, boom. So we have to qualify better, but I'm not going to ask her to ask the question again. Give me a second. For whatever reason, you seem to be significantly satisfied between April and May. Also, too, it looks like you might be changing some aspect of your medical team. I don't think you're satisfied with who you've been working with, from what I'm seeing here. This number 9 and this King of Wands showing up. You switch to a provider that I think you're happier with. This is between April and May. So in that way, medicine is not just medicine. It's also about how it's administered and the story our doctors give us about our lives, right? If the doctor is just acting like you're just a patient number, an insurance number, somebody for billable units, then the administration of the medicine is not going to go the distance, right? Because people get better even under placebo. So what happens is it matters how we're wording your life when we're talking. And psychic too. If a psychic is telling you something, they should be giving you a dialogue that makes life worth living. If they're draining or sapping you from what they're saying, then you probably should switch, even if it's me. And I'm saying,
okay, Dad, I'm going to be selfish right now. You already know my birthday is March 2nd. Is there a decision that I need to make? Is there a big decision that I need to make? March 2nd.
Like right now? Or is it coming up? Are you asking if anything?
Right now and coming up. How about both?
Yeah. Let's see. You have 2 opportunities coming up before May. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. One, you seem like you really, really want. God, my spirit guide says it's all in his prayer closet. And then there seems to be another one that seems to show up around May. I don't know if they've both shown up yet or not. The other one seems to have money involved, more money, in fact, which is a surplus, right? You can't save if you don't have if you don't create some level of a surplus. So there's some kind of a management happening there.
Okay, Dak, Dex, I'm sorry. I have this one thing, and I have to say this. I have this weird thought in my head about something.
Okay.
It's like
something.
And it's not. It's a weird thought in my brain.
What happened to I'm bearing my life?
Which is that?
Right.
Yeah,
I'm bearing my life. There's this weird thought about a person that I have in my head, and I'm like, this is weird, and it's not sexual. It's nothing sexual. It's just a weird thing, and I'm like, I don't get it.
What is he thinking, Dex?
Like, I don't understand it. Like,
it's like I'm not a mind reader.
Yeah, I'm not. Thank you. I had to tell my Uber driver this because he.
So March 2nd. So, but it's literally this. It's a thought about this person. And it's not sexual. It's really on some old, and I'm bugging off of it. I'm like, why?
It's on some old what?
What's the thought? You have to. There has to be a contribution to the question.
This person is just like, it keeps reoccurring, and I don't know why.
What is it?
It keeps reoccurring.
No, it's just like there's nothing. Like, I'm not even playing with y'all. Like, I can't even explain.
We don't know what you're saying.
But that's a spirit God is going, this nigga here.
I'm
something.
waiting on a little clarity.
This person keeps reoccurring in my mind all the time.
Okay.
But it's not on the usual. Like, normally I'm like, she got a fat ass. So, whatever. It's just this person just reoccurs.
Now you gave me what I needed. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just now I feel it's not even a sexual thing. It's something that I've never experienced before, where this person keeps popping up, and I'm like, why?
But she doesn't need to have a fat ass.
No, she.
I'm confused. Hey, Dex know what he's talking about.
I'm not.
One has a prayer closet, but okay.
I'm not. So, how to answer this? So, I do see that there's some new material, a new angle that's like, I've not seen you in this light before. I'm seeing you in a different light. I don't necessarily see you. You get really close to following a possibility, but I don't see you. I do see you kind of nipping it in the bud, though.
Wow. Okay.
Coming this summer.
Now,
it has all the makings of some juicy soap opera drama, but I think you decide to
really
to not. Yeah.
Stacy, watch your man.
No, it's not even like that. Just Shawnee, your turn. Goddamn, y'all expose yourself. Y'all expose yourself.
I'm trying to figure
I
out
kept it
what
clean.
you asked.
I didn't go into detail. I feel the energy. I feel where it's going. So that's all I need to know. You gave me what I needed. Hopefully that.
Why do I feel like this motherfucker really knows what I'm talking about? Jesus,
I mean, I really want to know what you're talking about because this is so unfair.
This is
he's in a relationship. We may not. I want to cover that in detail.
All right, go ahead. Just go ahead. Go. Just go.
What I see is that I see that you are. There seems to be some fantasies about having a relationship outside of the one you're in. And it's showing up.
Okay, let's go to the next question.
I said, listen, next time I say, let's go. Let's move on.
Wait. I'm having, wait. I'm having fantasies of what?
Something's growing. There seems to be some kind of curiosity about something else.
And is somebody like having fantasies about somebody away from me or close to me or like what?
I'm talking about the individual that you were initially talking about. There's an energy coming off of that that is going to continue to unfold as we get closer to May.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Okay.
Initially, I thought it was just some telepathy, tuning into somebody from time to time. But the more you spoke, my guide showed up. My guide grabbed it right out of you and gave it to me. So I saw.
Oh,
that's why I was like, oh, I got it. Okay.
All right, next question.
That's why sometimes I prompt clients and people in the audience to give me a little bit more. Just keep talking because I will snatch. You ever seen Little Mermaid where Ursula says, keep singing? Like, just giving me. It's a right. There's a vibration. I'm just trying to get you to give me more vibration, even if you don't give me more detail.
I fucking hate you. All right, go ahead. What's next?
All right, Jacqueline, 624 and 117. Are we compatible? The relationship is new.
Oh, damn.
So, wow. Okay. This is Capricorn and Cancer. Give me a second. But this is Cancer on the cusp of Gemini and Capricorn that's on the cusp of Aquarius. Yeah, you do have a level of compatibility. Both like to communicate. Intimacy for you guys is on some level on how communication is given. So that seems to be a key for you guys. It's number 6 showing up upside down as well, saying that for whatever reason there seems to be a bit of hesitation on both of your parts. You both can't play scared, and Dave said that earlier. You both can't be.
All right, what's next, Shawnee?
Mustafa Bush, 416. I just received 13 stitches in my thigh. I feel like I'm having complications. Do you see me healing without any issues?
Ooh, interesting.
This is a good question. Can we talk about what we talked about after this question?
Absolutely.
Can you
so
take your ass to urgent
Let's go. Go ahead, answer that.
Yeah. So if you feel like you're having complications, like he said, you may want to visit urgent care or the emergency room, have them take a look at it, depending on how you're. I also have to have respect for the nonsense that is our medical system in America. So if you can afford to do that, right, or call your primary care physician.
Bitch.
Yeah, that green pus is not normal, boo boo.
No. Well, I think the key piece is to talk to somebody, right? Somebody who can see it, right? So you want to make sure somebody sees it. I would recommend continuing to clean it the way you're cleaning it. And after stitches, it's not uncommon to have some pain, but I would follow the recommendations I was given since I haven't seen your issue, your wound itself. You're asking, do I see you healing without any issues? I just think it's time to call a professional and to lay your mind at ease.
All right, what was the second question, Shawnee?
Me and Dex have been in conversations. We've been having sideline conversations.
So go ahead, get it, because I exposed my whole fucking life. Go ahead.
We've been talking outside of the show rather frequently now. And Dex has an announcement that he's going to make. He's having a baby that'll be here in February.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's a show on Media Room 360 TV.
Yeah.
And it's
I was like, I'm about to say,
I was like,
what the damn? I was like,
It's happened before. No, so yeah, it's going to be called Ask Dr. Dex, and I'll be showing up in my Chinese medicine hat, just 30 minutes on Saturday mornings with some relevant information about natural medicine. I have some really amazing guests that are going to be coming on as well.
That is amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing.
Especially because the way the lifestyles for people of color, a lot of the measurements that we do medically is for, the way that we measure osteoporosis right now is based upon 40-year-old white women, and black women bone density is different because we eat different amounts of salt. We actually season our food.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? No disrespect. But I'm just saying,
yeah.
And so the way that we treat even heart disease, which might be as a result of high sodium, is different for Black people than the way we treat people who are from other cultures because they season their food differently. So I'm here to offer conversations for my people. Mm-hmm. I mean, and anybody else for the world, but there's special populations that get neglected, and I'm not here for that. That's not why I'm put on Earth. So,
and this is not going to happen today, and I'm going to ask your permission for it because you have the new show that's going to happen. But I want to do an interview with you, and I want to ask. I want to ask a bunch of personal questions where you can either say yes or no.
Oh, I love it.
And I just want you to answer them. And congratulations, and Media Room 360. This is going to be such an amazing show. You always see him here with us, and he gets his whole platform. He's amazing. The dude is so honest and so kind. And it's something that I think is super dope. I think Shawnee still holds out because I think there's some readings on Shawnee that she's not built for.
What?
I don't.
Wait a minute. I asked the questions that I wanted. I wanted to know about my car. Well, I gonna give
a fuck about your car. Nobody care about your car.
Well, that's what I care about.
We need to know what that vagina is talking about. We need to know what that vagina.
Your ass needs a tune-up. Your coochie need an oil change.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But
cheeks light is
it's not time for that yet, though, Dave.
Is there somebody near her? Is there somebody near her that can fulfill that? Is somebody like she might not even know. She might not even know.
Man, Dex. Is there a tune-up man?
I don't want a tune-up man.
No.
She don't want maintenance. She wants.
But there might be a man around. But they might be a man around her. There might be a man around her that she's not aware of. That's all I'm asking.
Is there a man around me that I'm not aware of?
He reminds me of pastor when it's like time to get people to get baptized, to come like to vote their life. Is there anybody? And you asked it like 5 times.
I thought you were saying the man is like Cass. I'm like, I don't know him.
I'm saying Mike sounds like that. Like you asked like 8 times.
You're right, Dad. You're right.
and the answer
I feel there's a man around her. I feel that there's a man right in her face.
It is. Is there a man right in my face?
I don't see it.
I don't think so.
I don't see that you're missing anything, is what I'm saying here. Also, too, this is the thing too, Mike, and you bring up a good point. In order to like receive from the universe, there has to be a sender and a receiver, right? If the universe is sending something and we're not looking for it, then we can't receive it. I don't think she's focused on that just yet. That's not a priority for her.
Right. So she's missing it. She's doing the
I don't think she's missing it.
She's missing
because you can't
did a man reach out to you and tell you he was interested in me, Mike?
Right.
He's right in your neck. He's right in your neck. He's right.
I want to do
I know he's right there. I know he's right there. Say what, Dave?
I want to do a dating show called Let's Clap Shawnee's Cheeks.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
And like we find 3 candidates. She goes on 3 dates, and in the end, the season finale, we don't show it, but just just a little. Do you realize how many people would come to Media Room 360?
We're not playing that game.
They not coming. I'm telling you, they are not coming.
I know they're not coming.
I'm on dating apps,
See how that works?
and it don't even be going down like that.
You don't need no dating app. You got to put yourself in the position.
No, you actually don't need it. You actually don't need a dating app. You actually don't.
No.
What you mean? Put myself in a position where I'm gonna go?
For example, when I decided to lose weight, I made choices. And I took my fat ass to the gym, and I went to the doctor. Like, I went to the doctor, I saw a therapist, I had surgery, I started changing my diet, I go to the gym, I put myself in a position to lose weight. You don't put yourself in a position to be loved. Everything is about your girls. Everything is about
work. Everything is about what you're thinking about doing, and it's not about actually putting yourself in a position to be loved. You don't go fishing at the farm.
Well, where you go? I mean, but where I'm supposed to go to meet a dude?
Out.
Out where? Where?
Okay, let me try this one. Outside your house.
Can you join in on here, Dak? Please. Go ahead.
Outside the house.
No, not to the grocery store. Walmart is not going out, heifer.
Yeah, I
supporting Mike at a comedy show.
Well, that's when I saw two gentlemen that seemed to.
And I appreciate you supporting me in my comedy show.
That's where I saw them. It was like you were shopping. So
you need a psychic. Yeah, you need some groceries.
maybe not the groceries, but you were shopping. It felt like
some groceries.
Oh my God!
But we'll see. He said you said March, somewhere down the line in March. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, because I got to get Deck's show on. I got to get my show on. I got stuff to do. I got to get the girls with their track. Basketball is still, we back to basketball.
But you need, like, I don't want to seem inappropriate, but I mean, you do, some dick. Like, you need some dick. Like, some dick. Like, some. Come on, Shorty. Like, come on.
He always like that.
You need some, like, come on, girl.
I don't hear you saying that's a lie.
Yeah, I mean, you need to take a nap. Like, you need.
I do need to take a nap.
Yeah, you need to think that makes you take a nap. Like,
you need that knockout dick. That's what you need.
I didn't even say the knockout dick. I said nappy dick. I didn't even say knockout dick. All right,
nappy dick.
I mean, something.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, wait a minute, what is that? I don't know.
Can it be trimmed and properly groomed dick?
No, I don't mean like that. Every dick that you deal with should be groomed. No, like the one dick that you get should be fully groomed, like groomed. I mean, nappy has to take a nap, because ain't nothing like
take a nap, but not good enough to knock you out. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, J. Marie has a question.
All right, last one, and I got to take my dog out. 1121, relationship outlook with dating and whether going away from my normal type is better for me. Okay, this is Scorpio, hard on the cusp of Sagittarius, a day away even, right? So, give me a moment. I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing something showing up where you are engaging people and being polite, but it just doesn't seem to be taking off. I need to turn over a card for this one because I'm seeing you being polite, but I'm not seeing it. And so perhaps that's what you're discussing. Perhaps your angle. Give me a moment. Okay, there's something showing up in June, and it does look like there's a movement away from your normal type. So you actually are on point. Yeah, look at this. You can see this number 5 here. There's a movement away from your normal type because it's time for you to evolve to a different level of relating. And wow, I mean, the fact that you even entertain that dialogue is something that takes a lot of people a really long, hard time to swallow. It's a hard pill for people to swallow when their values change in terms of partnership.
Speaking of swallowing.
Oh, right.
Lord. So, Shawnee, speaking of swallows.
No, okay, so let's hold on.
Right.
Let's wrap.
I got to run you guys.
Yeah, you got to go.
Sorry.
Thank you, Dex.
And
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you Monday.
And
I'm DMing you on Instagram for my last question, Dex.
When's your next IG?
Yeah, hit me up at Love 911 Tarot on Facebook and Instagram. The link is in the bio if you want to book a private session. Happy to talk to you about your astrology chart, loved ones who crossed over, and any areas in your personal life. I will talk to you soon. See you next Thursday.
All right, big dog. All right. This has been great. This is
everything I thought it was going to be.
Everything. Johnny, I'm telling you. The dude is, let me tell you, I can't flip no cards. Right? I can't flip no cards right now. But that dude is like lingering around you right now.
Well, who is it? Who knows?
I don't know, but there's somebody lingering around you.
He just took his dog out. We don't know, but there's somebody.
Ain't nobody.
No, there is. Because he said it earlier. He said there was somebody around you. He did say there was somebody around you. Like there's somebody. I'm telling you, girl. Like, listen, I'm tired of saying girl. Like, I hate
somebody around me.
There's somebody around you that wants that. I'm telling you.
Well, then they need to speak up.
See? Do you see that? Like that
what?
Right there?
What? They need to speak up. They need to say.
Up.
Yeah, just say. Hey.
What if they're in a bad situation? What if they're in a situation where they're like,
what's a bad situation?
I don't know. It might be something that they're like, it's out the ordinary, and they're like, I'm not supposed to say this to her at this moment.
Oh, well, then don't say it at the moment. Say it when it's the right time.
Okay.
And that's probably good. That's probably good
Okay.
because I don't know that right now. I mean, he is right as far as me making time for it. Would I make time for it?
But right now, what? Is
I
there
don't
something
know.
that's stopping you from right now?
I just think that I like.
Oh my God.
I'd be like, well, I gotta do this stuff, and then I'm very invested in my daughter. So whoever wants to come around, they have to understand that, hey, you don't have to come to every basketball game and track game, but you got to understand that I'm there for my daughters. Yeah. And that's the most important thing. And if you're going to be around me, then there is an investment that you have to make in them. And what I'm not going to do is, I'm not talking about necessarily financially, but I don't want to.
That's not what I mean.
Put my daughters in a situation where they're heartbroken again, So if that means I gotta wait till they grown, I will.
But that's
you doing the most.
That's a lot of pressure to put on a person. They might just like you, and there is a chance every time somebody likes you, there's a chance that it might not work.
You can't have single mom syndrome.
Well, I mean, if they just like me and we talking, they not gonna come around my kids anyway. But if they're trying to,
but everybody should get to know you way for a good amount of time before they're exposed to your kids.
Yeah, I mean, not the coochie, but the kids. But not the coochie, but the kids. But the kids, like the kids,
I don't know because I think different. I think my kids should meet somebody that I'm interacting with because if they don't like them, I need to know.
Yeah,
no, but it should be time.
There should be time because what if it's just somebody that you find out 3 months later you ain't really that into? So now you start to create a revolving door of people. Like you gotta get. Listen, I'm so happy y'all make it happy that I'm married.
Johnny, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you right now. There is somebody around you that wants to be with you.
I don't know that person.
Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, I get it.
Around me.
There's somebody who's lingering around you. I'm telling you, that is scared to death to say what they got to say to you. But all right, so let's wrap this up.
They can't be scared though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but everybody can be scared. Everybody can be scared.
Omarion wants to say something to y'all.
What does Shut up. What does Omarion want to say?
Omarion wants to say something to y'all.
Shawnee be playing too much.
I'm not playing. I'm for real. Omarion is like, look, y'all need to get this right and understand what's going on.
What?
This is Omarion. I am an artist, not a variant. So please be aware if you just so happen to run into me on the street, you don't have to isolate for 5 days, nor do you have to have a negative test result in order to dance to my music. So please be safe, be healthy. Happy New Year.
Oh my God. If Omarion, you don't shut the fuck up. If you don't shut the
Omarion said he is not a variant.
We know.
He's not a variant.
Oh my!
No, we just doing what Negroes do. We make it
I'm not
easy for us to understand.
And I'm not mad. I'm not mad that he like. But shut the fuck up. Like,
I mean, if he was going to do that, he could have at least had a song to promote.
As something like.
I thought it was cute.
I want you to be my variant.
That was cute.
I got a variant where the thing used to be. I got a variant. Shut up. No, okay.
I got COVID. Got cold.
COVID.
Well, speaking of that, Tam is asking, do we have any stories? Actually, we do have a COVID story that'll affect the Super Bowl.
Did Tam just check us right now?
Yes, she did.
Damn, I'm gonna need y'all to move the show.
You start producing the show? I'll hit this motherfucker. Like, that's what happens.
Story.
Like, Tam, we have stories.
Like, excuse me. That's not on
what the fuck? Like, really, Tam?
I said, well, let me find the story right quick. But
no, we don't find no story. We ain't got no stories, Tam. We just did the story. Goddamn, you got any stories? No, Mo's sick, Jay Black sick, and we're and Dave can't get on Instagram Live, so we can't do the whole thing.
We got a story though.
Give me one story, and then I'm done. I'm taking
so the Super Bowl halftime show.
If you ever munch that loud again, I'm gonna tell you. If you ever munch that loud again, we gonna
And they want to know what Dave is eating too.
Dave said
They want to know what you eating.
Sorry, starving. Corn chips.
I am
like
too.
corn chips and protein. That's all.
Corn chips and protein.
All right, go ahead.
Well, the Dr. Dre, is producing the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah, Eminem and everybody gonna be there. Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody's
Eminem,
getting smacked.
Snoop, Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar,
All them motherfuckers gonna
Mary
be
J. Blige. Well, the problem is COVID. They're not sure if they're gonna have it because of COVID, and if this happens, Dr. Dre could lose millions. Why is that a problem? Because Dr. Dre haven't spent out a whole bunch of money right now, so we don't want to. We hope it doesn't happen. Hope it doesn't happen.
But Shawnee,
Mhm.
for everybody in Dallas, Texas, because of this COVID situation in California, everything like that, Dallas is now the backup plan for the Super Bowl.
Oh, at AT&T?
Yes, at AT&T, which is crazy because the Cowboys are in the playoffs. So they have decided that the backup plan, if LA decides that they're gonna do whatever, because ain't no COVID in Texas. Ain't no goddamn COVID in Texas.
Boy, we gonna be shut down.
Right? No, we won't be shut down because if it goes down to California, the Super Bowl will be at AT&T.
Well, I got an Airbnb.
Do you realize
Airbnb
how
if people
many
need somewhere to
hundreds
stay.
of millions of dollars 2022, if that happens, 2022 is going to see for the city of Dallas? Not
Yes.
only would that mean it's the Super Bowl, but it also means WrestleMania, which brings at least $50 million to any city it shows up to.
Well, that's
That's
Arlington.
a lot of money.
Right?
All in Arlington.
Would it be
Yep.
it'd be Arlington, right?
Arlington.
All in Arlington.
Yeah.
And listen, man, Jerry Jones don't know how to make a Super Bowl winner, but he does know how to do what he does. When they decided they had to panic and they're coming over here, that tells me that the Super Bowl is going to be in Arlington. That means they've already realized that something's about to go down in California, that the Super Bowl will be right here. And if the Cowboys were to ever make it,
oh my God, Jerry Jones would die.
Oh, on spot, on site, on site.
He wouldn't know.
Yeah, I did the Super Bowl right here in
Done.
Arlington.
If this is
I love Jerry
the
Jones.
year for the Cowboys right here.
And California probably will shut down.
It might.
They did it because like last year their restrictions were crazy.
Yeah, I mean they might shut down, but I don't think people actually are scared this time around. And I don't know if California can afford that, but I don't know. I'm not a politician. I'm not part of anything that goes on there, but I will say this: Jerry Jones is smart as fuck.
Well, they just better hope we don't have a freeze in February because like the last time the Super Bowl was here, it froze.
Oh, y'all had the
there was ice.
Y'all had the ultimate.
And last year we had the big freeze in March. So I mean, you better hope the weather is right, even if they do move it here, so people can come.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
All right, let's.
So there's the story. Tam, is that good?
Tam,
enough?
you good? Is that good enough for you,
Is that
Tam?
cool?
Is that good?
You can put your goddamn
I'm
clipboard
hungry.
down now, Tam.
All right.
She said, "Do we have any stories?"
Y'all got any stories?
Business. What are you doing? Let everybody know what you're doing and what's going on that you're in
All right.
Dallas for.
So I'm taping my docu-series, The Goat Herder. It's just about, my life and my career from the perspective of people who saw me live it.
Right.
And I'm not doing this for ego. I'm doing this because for too long I've allowed other people to control my narrative. And for a lot of things that I've done, it's not about credit for me. It's about showing that you can come from nothing and do incredible things in spite of what people try to put on you. So like for me, it's extremely important. And I didn't want to die or have anything happen to me, God forbid, where my daughters didn't get to hear about the man who is their father. So like that's why I'm doing this, and I'm excited about it. It comes out November 2022, and the Block Onda shirts will go on sale 12 noon, 11 Central at thebullyverse.com, or you can click the link in my bio for the Bullyverse, and you can get all my Business Bully t-shirts.
I think it's a good document. I think it's necessary too for like people that think they might want to go into radio. There were some interesting stories that came out yesterday that I'm like, what? Oh, when this drops.
I get my shot. I get my shot at this shit
I'm
today.
so scared of Michael
I
Shawn.
get
Oh my
my
God.
shot today.
Oh my God.
I
So,
said,
we
oh
can-
my God.
I know
Some of
y'all
these
had
stories.
Rudy Rush yesterday and a few other folks yesterday. So, yep, it's going
I
down.
just want to take this time.
I'm going to the barbershop. I'm going to the bar. I'm getting cut.
Yo,
just so I
where's
can
a good
talk my
barbershop
shit.
around here, Mike? Where's a good barbershop? Because I want to
Legacy
get a fade.
Legacy Barbershop in Arlington is my man Rio is they got like 4 barbers in there that are super dope.
Word.
So if you want to make that happen, I'm there. I'm gonna be there. What time today? What time am I supposed to be there? 5, 6, 7.
So what time?
6,
5
is it
o'clock
6?
is fine.
5
You want
o'clock?
to come at 6? You want to
Yep.
come at 7? You tell me.
When I'm sleeping over, watch.
What time you coming?
Be sleeping over on that
Sleeping
couch. Trying to get the nicest couch. You got the one thing in it. I saw a date.
Yeah, you got the chains. Yeah,
It's
nice
so
couch.
comfortable. It just looks comfortable.
It's
All
very
right, y'all. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Don't forget January 13th. We got the Laugh Out Loud comedy show. The Farewell for Now comedy show is gonna go down. You can get them tickets 817-635-5555, or you can hit up improvtx.com/Arlington. Make sure January 13th. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Michael Shawn, let you know, love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. People, don't let anybody steal your happiness. Fight for it. It's Michael Shawn. It's Shawnee Scott. It's Sexy Mo, Jay Black, my man, Business Bully. Yeah, y'all.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap.